Well, welcome. It is great to have you here. We got, hold on. Let me turn everything down. Let's get ready to actually do a broadcast here like the professional I, at the very least, used to be. It is great to have you. Welcome to Damon Bruce Plus. We're brought to you by Ike Sandwiches, and we're calling it a 49ers watch party once again. They're about to kick off from Lambeau Field. My God, we just had a Dallas Cowboys Washington Commanders game wrap up in ridiculous fashion. That game, the score of that game was 24-17 in the fourth quarter alone. 24-17 in the fourth quarter alone, 34-26. Dallas wins the game. Unbelievable back and forth game there. Lots of fun action coming to a close in the early window around the NFL. I guess when we get to halftime, we'll sort of look around and see what happened throughout the day. But we are here for 49ers and Green Bay Packers. And all I can tell you is, watch party might be stretching it just a little, right? Party, I don't know how much of a party this might be for the San Francisco 49ers today. The odds are not in their favor as Brandon Allen is tabbed to start on a day where Trent Williams is also not starting. And that makes me say, well, why not have a guy like Josh Dobbs actually get the start then? Someone who's more mobile, someone who can improvise a little bit more when things start breaking down. So right away, this game is going to begin with us all sort of wondering, are the 49ers even starting the right backup quarterback as Brock Purdy deals with his shoulder issues, soreness, whatever it was, bad enough to where he is missing this game at Lambeau Field? So is Nick Bosa. We saw Bosa in an awful lot of pain. We know that there won't be any Jacob Cowing today. He's still in concussion protocol. So the 49ers have a deck stacked against them. And what they're absolutely going to need today is a whole lot of Christian McCaffrey and then plenty, I really believe, of Jordan Mason and Isaac Guerrero mixed into this game. You cannot find a more desperate team than a 5-5 Niner team that had great aspirations and now feels it all sort of slipping away. So we're about to kick off at Lambeau. We'll try to help you sync up with this broadcast. If you're going to be part of this today, again, welcome. It is great to have you here. We are brought to you by my friend Ike of Ike Sandwiches. You know this guy's got the absolute best sandwich in town waiting for you if you're in Northern California. If you're on the West Coast, you might have an Ike's near you. Go ahead, download that Ike's Rewards app, start eating. By the way, the kickoff is right now. Moody slips on the kickoff, by the way. So already a special teams mistake, if you will. Although it's not going to cost the 49ers much. They do a good job covering the kick return. Ike's, it's great to have you as always, my man. And if you order an Ike's now, you could probably have it by halftime. We thank everybody at the Dubliner for supporting what we're doing here on the Plus as well. We love you, Dubliner, so very, very much. And, man, maybe you're sitting there right now watching this 49ers game and watching this on your phone. It's great to have you watching no matter where you are from. By the way, let me know where you're watching from today. I know we got Big Mac himself, who is a Plus regular at Lambeau Field right now because he moved to Green Bay just this following year. Jordan Love comes out, guns one, incomplete. Oh, the day is underway at Lambeau Field. Thanks to our friends, of course, at the Dubliner. And if you got any action on this one today, I saw the line move to 6 because of all of the not ready to go in this game. Hopefully you made your play over at BetUS. Hopefully you plan on playing over at BetUS. And when you do and use the promo code YouTube150, you get 150% sign up bonus on your very first deposit. So it is good to have you here. The Packers have the ball first this day. They take the opening kickoff, and that is a big run. Hey, diddle diddle right up the middle on the 49ers. Now we have our first official entrant into the bottle pull can it happen contest. I guess that's what we're calling it today. I've never seen this thing where you can set goals for super chats. So for every super chats we get, there will be a bottle pull. Like I said, we will force the party upon you if you force the party upon me. JP from the 510 is already in for the first super chat of the day. Thank you very much, JP. It's good to have you. Again, underway. We're at 14-9, 14-8. Ball is snapped. Packers are running. Let's see what we got going on here. We got to get a little scoreboard update on my computer so I know what is going on in this football game. Now, Damon, shouldn't you do these things before the broadcast starts? Well, the answer is absolutely. Probably should have done that, but didn't. So here we are. Here we are together. We're going to go ahead and bring up this too over here. And this is how we get underway. Thank you very much for being patient. Again, the 49ers feel like they walked into today's game a little undermanned, a little unprepared. It's going to be a tough one. And man, you can just see that all the opportunities squandered through earlier in the year, all the opportunities squandered for early in the year have come home to roost by making what you have in the remainder of the schedule non-negotiable. A non-negotiable schedule right now is what the 49ers are looking at. They're going to have to be great the entire way through. They're going to have to be great the entire way through this game to even have a puncher's chance to steal this game in the fourth quarter. No special teams mistakes, no turnovers from whoever's got the ball. Backup quarterbacks, starting receivers, I don't care. Running, no turnovers today. It's already going to be hard enough to win with no Bosa and no Purdy and no a whole bunch of other guys as well. I saw earlier in the day, Adam Schefter pointed out the 49ers are starting a completely different defensive line today, thanks to Nick Bosa's injury and several others, than they started against the Packers just last year in the playoffs. 4 brand new men in because 4 men out, including Bosa with the injury. LaFleur is going to be dialing up screens today. He's going to be looking for screens today. Reed, nice little short pass to the left. Packers are opening up very much on schedule and looking ready to play this game. The opening drive is going well for Matt LaFleur. He's looking at a 3rd and 4, though. By the way, let me update you on the clock so you can sync this bad boy up. 11:42, 41, 40, 11:39, 38 on the clock. 11:36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, man in motion. Ball is snapped. Okay, so here we are. We're playing football, and that's a first down for the Green Bay Packers. Again, easy pass, no problems at all executing an easy first down. We are now getting a game break to go back to what was really a hell of a football game between the Commanders and the Cowboys. What are they trying to uncork a final Hail Mary here? I mean, we've seen them do it before, but not this time, Jaden Daniels. No, not this time. The Dallas Cowboys go on to win a game on the road with the backup quarterback. Nobody had them winning, so maybe that juju right there rolls over into this game for the 49ers, who are on the road with a backup quarterback in a game that nobody is picking them to win, given the circumstances and just given how they've been playing. I mean, even if the 49ers were every man on deck going into this game, it'd be hard to say that they were ready to just blow the doors off the Green Bay Packers, because they haven't put together a single football thought that has been impressive over the course of an entire football game, not yet all year long. Not even close. So let's see if they can prevent what is going to be, it's tracking to be a Green Bay opening drive touchdown here. They are very much in comfortable field goal range as it is. And on 2nd and 1, they're very close to picking up a first down. So the Packers are happy that this game is underway. It started very well for them so far. Again, it is great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming on by. My name's Damon. I've been talking about the 49ers for years out here in San Francisco and in the Bay Area. Here we are over on YouTube. We've been going live at 2-minute warnings last year through the beginning of this year. And then all of a sudden, the watch party idea officially popped into my mind. And God bless my wife. She's been able to get the kids out of the house long enough on a Sunday for this to happen. No guarantees today, though. We might have an invasion later on in the show when they return. 2 boys are rough on watch parties. They really are. Anyways, it is wonderful to have you here. Just by being here, you are supporting this channel. Every single time you chat or share a thought, you are supporting this channel. If you hit that like button, you are supporting this channel. If you hit the subscribe button, you are doing the same. Big time. Thank you so much for doing that. You look, with an aggressive subscriber push in this show, we could get to 26,000 subscribers by the end of this game. We'd need over 100 to get there. We'll see how many people come on in, check things out, see if they want to stick around. Got a flag on the field here. Have no idea what it is because I was telling you all about how you can support the channel. Let's see where we're going. Over 100 people already in the room, and not even half of you have hit that like button. It's just a thumbs up. That's easy to do. Easy to do. Again, 49 super chats away from bottle pulls. So that's where we are early in the game, but that's good. We don't want that game to go too quickly. We don't. All right. Brian Ellis is saying Niners look bad. The Niners look like they're missing everyone that matters up front. That's what it looks like right now. The Niners look like they are a team that's going to be bullied across the line of scrimmage, and maybe that goes in both directions today. Another reason why I'm surprised that Dobbs did not get named starting quarterback. We might see Josh Dobbs before this game is through, because I just think there's a chance Brandon Allen goes statue in this game. And with no Trent Williams, that just doesn't sound like a very good idea. Thank you very much. Taking a shot, Joe Sullivan. I appreciate you, Joe. He's doing a shot wherever he's sitting right now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. A lot of familiar faces in here. David, good to see you, David. Good to see you, 49er Red Zone. Good to see you, Michelle Haberman. All the regulars coming out. Kenny Powers, good to see you. Did you see the guy punt return for the Commanders? He got knocked out big time, put to sleep. Now, the only punt return that I saw this weekend happened in Columbus against my Hoosiers. And I'm just telling you right now, special teams have been haunting me in my football weekends, and special teams came home to roost. We have Diamador Lenore now walking off the field. Is there anything else that could go wrong? Diamador Lenore is being helped off the field, although he's going off under his own power. I didn't even see how he was shook up. I was acknowledging some super chats there. But, for a team that's shorthanded and already looking questionable defensively, losing Diamador Lenore just does not sound like a good idea. Again, Javarius Ward isn't out there today. Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, Brock Purdy obviously is not out there going today. So it is an uphill slog the entire way through. 2nd and 7, just outside the 10-yard line for the Green Bay Packers. Love in the shotgun, swings one underneath to his tight end, and that is a touchdown that he basically got to, kind of halfway jog in. Tucker Kraft puts it in the end zone, and that was awfully easy. That was hot knife through butter for the Green Bay Packers early on here. So, not great. Not great. I guess the good news is the 49ers haven't touched the ball yet. The bad news is when they do, they'll be doing it without Brock Purdy. So we'll see how this all goes. Good to have you here. Obviously, it is our kickoff to Thanksgiving week. I'm excited about that. Hopefully you plan on a great Thanksgiving with your family and friends. I saw, what are we going to get? Cowboys and Giants on Thanksgiving? I don't know if we need any of that. Speaking of the Giants, though, Daniel Jones saw his name all over Twitter this morning because there's talk that teams are interested in maybe bringing in Daniel Jones. And if there were to be more revealed about any severity of Brock Purdy's shoulder injury, that the San Francisco 49ers might be beating the waiver wire to see if they can't shake it and see if Daniel Jones falls to them. Okay, sure. I believe in second chances and new locations and Kyle Shanahan can coach a guy up, but tell me your season did not go according to plan when you're trying to return to a Super Bowl when there's Daniel Jones waiver wire rumors attached to your team in week 12. That just means shit is not going according to plan for sure. Again, we always stop for the supers. Thank you, John. John's got nothing to say, just $2 for the ganja jar. Thank you very much. The Minnesota Vikings have improved to 9-2 in Chicago with a field goal, 30-27 win for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, though, thank you very much for the supers, for being here, for hitting like, for hitting subscribe. Never have so the most amount of viewers I've ever had the channel garner over 48 hours is about 100,000. It's happened twice. We're over a 48-hour period. I've had 100,000 subscribers thanks to a video, a short that is not even Niners related, but thanks to a short that is the first thing I've ever done to officially been kissed on the forehead by the algorithm. I mean, officially kissed on the forehead. This thing is approaching 400,000 views. And because of that, in the last 48 hours, my channel has had over 300,000 views. So we have definitely got new viewership records. And I just want to say thanks to any of you who have been a part of that. The success we're having early on here is because of this awesome little community, which keeps on coming back. And I'm humbled as hell that you would do that. And I thank you very, very much for doing that. So again, we're at 50 supers, we will do a bottle pull, a big one, a big old bottle pull today. That is the goal. Jesse Emery, Thanksgiving food draft, super chats only. I'll take turkey #1 overall. Who's next? Getting aggressive. Chef A even asked me in a DM on Twitter if we were going to be going ahead and doing a Thanksgiving draft on the channel this week. I said I hadn't even thought of it yet. Maybe. Josh Allen, by the way, just coming out firing. He's got Kittle over the middle for a 9-yard completion, and the 49ers are looking like they're ready to return to the Super Bowl, everybody. Well, not yet. That ball was batted at the line of scrimmage. Flag, though. Thank you very much. Wonder Boy here for a bottle pull today. Again, we set a goal. A goal. I never even seen this option before. A super chat goal. Maybe you can see it where you are on your side. I can't see it over here, but thank you very much, Jesse. And Wonder Boy. We're 45 super chats away from our first bottle pull of the day. Again, when we get there, we'll reset. So 2nd and 6 for Brandon Allen, who, has not seen the 49ers go 3 and out here to start the day, which is a good way to start. Always. Christian McCaffrey to the left. Again, no Trent Williams anchoring that left, and McCaffrey did not go very far. Let's go ahead and bring to the stage a little game update. No, we got to grow that. We're going to make that a little bit bigger for you so you see it mo better. Even mo better. Hold on. We can do mo better than that. All right. So big 3rd and 5. First 3rd and 5 for Brandon Allen. And he drops the football, it appears, as he had some arms coming around his hips. You never just want to drop the football. And this is where I think we might see Joshua Dobbs before the end of the day. The minute I found out that Trent Williams wasn't playing today, I thought, well, you're starting the wrong backup quarterback. Brandon Allen, I think, is the guy who offers Kyle Shanahan a great way to stay on schedule and stay on plan. I don't think this game is going to be on schedule or on plan. And again, Brandon Allen just dropped the football. And so, backup punter, former Green Bay Packer, Patrick O'Dowd, gets one going here. And the 49ers, their opening drive. Let's see what it ended up with. 3 plays. 7. Oh, so it was a 3 and out, everybody. No. Yes. It was a 3 and out. Not exactly the start this day needed. We'll go ahead and hide that. You don't need that anymore. So, look, I think we all know what happens if the Green Bay Packers score right here. A very long day could be upon us. A very, very long day could be put upon all of us kind people here in the chat. This is going to get ugly, DB, Joe Sullivan. You might be right. A little gravy. Can't have a TD day without lots of it. Got to have that good gravy. No dry turkey. Great to see you, Chef A. Oh, boy. It was a 3 and out with a false start. That's why I got okey doked. See, this is why I don't have the damn. This is where I missed the producer. By the way, MKG comes on in. In more exciting news, Ozeki Kozukara won the sumo tournament in Fukuoka, Japan on Sunday. Oh, well, that is exciting news, MKG. Thank you. Ozeki Koto Zakura, everybody. That's big. We can celebrate that. At least we got that. Steven, again, this is where you and I are thinking alike, right? You and I are thinking alike already. Why isn't Josh Dobbs the choice for backup quarterback in this game the minute that you learn Trent Williams is not playing in this game? How do you not think Josh Dobbs gives you the best chance to survive a day that is now built to go wrong? I think if the 49ers were still built to operate right, Brandon Allen is the decision. But on a day where it's built to go wrong and be off schedule, this is a little curious. I can already hear the questions post-game coming for Kyle. Legends, why is Kyle in love with Allen? I really do not know. We got Red Jet in the house. You know it's game day when Red Jet's in the house. Stephanie, this game is going to be bad. Stephanie, you may be right about that. But hey, a lot of football game left. F Shanahan for this decision. Well, let's see what happens first. Positive play followed by a penalty. It all makes sense. That is really where it's gone this year for the 49ers. Thank you, Heck Dell. Heck is coming in with the super. No runs yet. Kyle stinks. It is, well, there was a pitch to Christian McCaffrey. So they have run once, but yeah, coming out and beating the bricks hasn't happened quite yet. Chosen one. As a Packers fan, I didn't expect the 49ers to be this bad. Well, again, it's been a weird year thrown into the fact that, a lot of names that you need for the Niners to be the Niners aren't on the field today. Again, a loss under these circumstances is absorbable if you don't spend the first half of your football season pissing football games you're leading away. The 49ers dug themselves a hole that I believe the current shovel will not allow them to dig themselves out of. Mark A., I just turned off Brady to listen to you, brother. Well, Mark, I finally have beaten Tom Brady in something in my life. Thank you very much. Kyle and his big ego won't start Dobbs. I mean, to me, Kyle's ego is very much satisfied with his successful Dobbs day. I don't know. I mean, Kyle went out and signed the guy. You know, he's training the guy. He's coaching the guy. I don't see how one glorifies Kyle's ego more than the other. I just think one gives you the better chance to win over the other. Thomas says this offense, zero creativity. Well, I don't know how much creativity they're going to be able to throw out there today, given the circumstances. Literally, what's the point of signing a journeyman quarterback like Dobbs on a one-year deal if it's to just make him QB3? It makes no sense. Agreed. They seem to have had the quarterback that they and look, let's be completely honest. All right, let's not get over our heads and pretend that Josh Dobbs today has the 49ers up 35-6. Okay, let's all quit doing these lines of Josh Dobbs up our nose, pretending like Kyle has made a mistake that is so galactically obvious. It's just, I'm thinking about how football works. And when you have an offensive line that's got a question mark over it, I'll take a little bit more of an athlete who can escape bad situations than the guy who isn't as able to escape bad situations, because I think you're going to have bad situations throughout the day. We got Rita. Steve DeBerg, fail-safe backup. Rita, thank you very much. Appreciate you kicking in. By the way, we're a fifth of the way there. A fifth of the way to me pulling from the fifth of whiskey that's sitting right there. 10 of 50 super chats have come in, including... Did we get to heck already? We did get to heck already. Thank you very much. I think we've got them all up. But thank you very, very much. That was the biggest gap ever. That's what she said. Well, again, Gapper just bounced it around the outside. That's what happened. By the way, Malik Mustafa got blasted at the end of that run. I mean, it's just all downhill. Green Bay Packers coming forward. Sam Aquanu just got pinned, and that was a way, way open, just easy. Was that Wilson? That was Emmanuel Wilson, not Josh Dobbs. All right, well, 49ers D-line actually gets a little pressure into the backfield. Positive play for the 49ers defense. Might have been their first of the first quarter. I see no dogs out there. What you see is no push along your defensive line out there. So there's that too. By the way, we got 200 people in the room now. It grows. Thank you so much. That means we should have 200 thumbs up going on right now. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate it when you do. And when I say we, I mean I. Thank you very much. I appreciate it when you do. Valen, bad run defense on full display already. It is. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here as the first quarter is down to 19 seconds left. And by the way, Lambeau looks great. Field looks great. Crowd looks great. Lots of 49er fans have made this game. A lot of red at Lambeau, but it's probably not going to really matter because, again, it's the 49ers have brought the NFL equivalent of a knife to a gunfight with all their injuries and backup problems. 3rd and 9, big play right here. Pressure on Jordan Love comes from the outside, and the 49ers needed that. They needed to hold Green Bay to a field goal here. If Green Bay indeed does, yes, trot for the field goal, why wouldn't they? Matt LaFleur would love to be up 10-0 on 2 possessions against his former head coach. So there you go. Sam Aquanu came on in, created some good pressure. Looks like Leonard Floyd was given some pressure from the other end. There you good. Chef A, my thumb is sore from pounding that like button. Don't hurt yourself. Do not hurt yourself. Yeah, color me blitzed. That was a good blitz. That is a 51-yard attempt. That is true. And so it is 10-0 Green Bay Packers. 11 seconds remaining. And yes, very much a purple sky over Lambeau Field in Green Bay. It does look beautiful, man. Absolutely looks beautiful. Our regular Big Mac now lives at Lambeau Field. Doesn't live at Lambeau Field, but he lives in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He is at Lambeau Field today. He was in the chat earlier today, and I asked him, hey, please give us some updates. Give us, take us in. Give us a live report. Anyway. It's great to have you here. My name's Damon. Welcome to the Plus. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. And if you're thinking about putting a little something on tonight's Sunday night game, a little something on Monday Night Football, I got Thanksgiving coming up, put a little gravy, gambling gravy on your Sunday, check out BetUS. They are sponsoring this live stream. BetUS, use promo code YouTube150 when you sign up. YouTube150 gets you 150% sign up bonus over on BetUS. 49ers getting 6 in this game, and right now Green Bay is comfortably covering that. You will be very comfortable when you get cozy with an Ike sandwich a little bit later on today. Have I shown you what I look like in sandwich form? Look at me. I'm glorious. Absolutely gorgeous in sandwich form, if you don't mind me saying. Now, like this show, like today's 49er game, I didn't say it would be good for you. I am 1,400 calories, but, put on your winter weight and do it with Damon Bruce. Order a Damon Bruce from Ike's. You will be happy that you did. And again, if you order from Ike's right now, use that Ike's Reward app and start saving your way and earning your way towards free sandwiches. And our boys at the Dubliner poured the best Guinness in San Francisco, the Dubliner and West Portal. Gotta love the sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do it. Without you hitting that like button, we will not be able to do it. And this is the kind of attitude we're looking for, Nick. This is the kind of attitude that separates the boys, men from the boys on game day. 1,430 calories. Give me 2 of them. Fuck it. That's what I'm talking about, Nick. You are all that is man. All that is man. Smiley V goes, $17 for a sandwich. LOL. Dude, where are you going to get a sandwich for less than that? A really good sandwich anywhere, man. When's the last time you bought a sandwich outdoors? Dude, burritos are now a $18 conversation anywhere you go. And it's steak, baby. You're getting ribeye. No complaining. Hey, no cheap folks. If you're going to be cheap in the chat, just don't give your super chats. But, don't complain about the pricing about anything. And you're right, Joe. I'm expensive because I'm so meaty. So meaty. Yeah, you're right. You can get a cheaper. Yeah, Subway. You could definitely get a cheaper sandwich at Subway, and at that point, you're eating like bread that has tire rubber in it. And I'm not sure that any of that meat is actual. What's the word I'm looking for? Meat. That's right. And by the way, if you sign up for the Ike's Love Rewards app, you get a free sandwich when you sign up. So it's free $99. That's the price point for you. Christian McCaffrey takes it around the right side. There's a flag on the play. This is supposed to be the last play of the first quarter, but the NFL is going to drag our souls through the end of this first quarter. Holding. Who's the holding on? Dominic Pooney. Dominic Pooney. Wilkes at home, laughing his ass off. I wonder what Steve Wilkes is doing. Maybe Steve Wilkes is in the chat right now watching. But Toby Obito. Thank you very much, Toby. Yeah, this is not good. Another penalty. What a shocker. By the way, we're at commercial break here. We got nearly 250 people in the room. It grows. It continues to grow. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Damon, I'm on 6 seconds. I'm a little ahead of you. I'm on direct TV and I'm on YouTube, which means your TV, your cable provider is lagging, boy. Lagging. David Rader says Sprouts has a great $5 made-to-order sandwich. Oh, so what do you mean? I don't get what I actually want? I have to go in and get something with freaking Sprouts on it? Great. No, Sprouts is good. I've eaten at Sprouts before. Nothing bad with Sprouts. Mason on a milk carton. Where is the 49ers running game so far? We have one carry for Christian McCaffrey. Hold on. Yeah, I had to refresh that. I thought, was my computer frozen? Is my computer actually frozen? No, the answer is no. My computer is not frozen. The 49ers have still got a lot of zeros in team totals. Here, let me just bring it up. Let me show you where we are. It might be time already to think about going to Josh Dobbs, all right? Look at this. Team stats. Look at this so far. Niners, 0 first downs, 0 for 1 on third down. They've run 3 total plays. It's felt like more plays, but in 3 plays, they have already had 2 penalties. So their penalty to play run ratio is not exactly where it needs to be right now. That's for sure. 21 plays for the Green Bay Packers. So they're sort of dominating time of possession, as you can see right here, 12:09 to 2:51. But yeah, that was an absolutely invisible first quarter of anything that could even suggest to be offense for the 49ers. So not good as we get through here. 650 coming over the top with our first $50 super chat banger of the day. And just for that, a pass completed from Brandon Allen to Christian McCaffrey on 1st and 20, just for you. For 650, DB coming through with the live stream to save the day. Well, thank you very much. If this is saving your day, it's going to be a long day. But I do thank you very much for being here. Thank you for what you do for the sports fan. We appreciate you, D. Bruce, War Bruce, pound it out, pound it. Hold on, wait, we can do that, right? Can we? Yes. Where am we? Oh, wait, no. Here we go.
Pound it.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Nick. Getting vibes of 2014. Don't fire Kyle, Jed. Joe Young, thank you very much for the super, Joe. That 50 gets to stay up on that screen a little bit longer. Let that inspire you, because the magic number today is 50. When we get 50 super chats, we'll do a bottle poll. We will then reset the meter. So you want 3 shots today, it's going to take 150 super chats. I can't just be giving it away like a dirty, filthy you-know-what each and every week. I feel taken advantage of. Oh, boy. 49ers looking at 3rd and 15. It's the down that Brandon Allen was born for. He checks underneath to George Kittle, not even close to the sticks. And not even close. Not even close. 49ers will be punting once again. Joe Schmo. Do you think we're here, Joe? Do you think we're actually right now looking at something that we could confuse with maximum football?
Maximum football!
This isn't good. Special teams. Run the returner out of bounds. Good job. 49ers special teams. Wonder Boy, 4 down territory. I don't think it would have been out of the question to go 4 downs right there, but it's a little early. It's tough to say it's 4 down territory when you haven't seen a single first down yet. Jose. They're getting steamrolled. Jose Fonseca Jr. Yeah, it is all Green Bay early here at Lambeau Field, to say the least. To say the least. Oh no, we suck again. Thank you, G. Excuses in 3, 2, 1. I don't know. I don't think there are any excuses here. We know what's going on. This isn't a game. You don't need to make any excuses. This was a loss before they boarded the plane. No Brock Purdy, no Nick Bosa, no Trent Williams. That's enough to take the sales out of a lot of football teams. And when you take the sales out of, let's say this was a Niner team that you had been impressed by, you'd feel a little bit differently than this. This is not an impressive year. So when you start subtracting from an already unimpressive equation, I don't think we're making excuses. Jedi, you are right. We're in the shit now. It is. That's it. You're in the shit. That's it. I think that's fair. 10 bones for the 10th super chat, sending out cosmic good luck to the Niners. Damon, thanks very much for your great coverage. John, thank you very much. A happy Thanksgiving to you. Really appreciate it. Lunacy to put players like Kittle and CMC at injuries risk for this shit show of a game. Oh, no. This isn't the NBA. This is football. If you're not hurt, you play. Okay, that's how this works. We're not going to start reinventing what manhood in this league looks like to convenience 49ers' future chances. No. You play. You play. On a day where your team needs you, you play. Will they play Mason, though? B-Star 003. Yeah, that's my question. It's time to get Jordan Mason involved somehow, some way. If you have Jordan Mason lined up at running back, you could maybe split out a guy like Christian McCaffrey to make a play. Just me. I'd like to see them both. Why does it have to be one or the other, or one or none of the other? I'm turning out. James Goss is tapping out, everybody. I'll check the lowlights tonight. Got to do what you got to do, James. Got to do what you got to do. I understand. I really do. Again, this day's not going to be easy on any of you. I don't think. This is not going to be a fun one, 49ers fans. Again, it's a watch party. Party being used in the loosest of terms. Ooh, I'll tell you what, though. You're looking for just flashes to show me something. And Malik Mustafa just shot a gap as if he had been launched. Malik Mustafa with a tackle of the day so far in this game. That was a fantastic play. This is where you're going to have to get your jollies today. Momentary flashes of guys who will be foundational pieces going forward. Renardo Green playing well today. Diamador Lenore getting back out on this field. By the way, has Diamador Lenore returned to this game? Haven't seen him out there yet. James just throwing $2 in the ganja jar. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate that. Put Dobbs in. So ugly. I mean, I don't think we're going to see that decision before halftime. But at halftime, if anything doesn't change, yeah, it's got to be out there. Hey, Damon, Mason at punt returner. Wah, 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 wah. Wide open in the middle of the field. Is that Dontavian Wicks? Wide open in the middle of the field. Huge play. Jordan Love. No, that was Romeo Dobbs. Pardon me. A gain of nearly 30. 29-yard gain. Oh, and you know what? He put the boogaloo and the stutter step on Renardo Green, too. And I did see Lenore back out there, so that's good news. All right, all right. Again, rookies giveth, and they taketh away. Must be really cold in Green Bay. Trent Williams didn't play today. Never practices and won't play next week either. Can you all say late? No, Frisco, come on. Trent Williams is not a dog. Trent Williams would be out there if he were healthy enough to be out there. Come on. I mean, you can Trent Williams question some of the games, some of the bad penalties that he's had this year, but questioning Trent Williams' toughness? No, like this guy survived cancer. I don't think he's afraid of a cold day at Lambeau Field. Anthony, cheers to you. We're going to need it. Time to bench the veterans and pull the plug on the year. Thanks for going live so we can all cry together. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the super chat. But look, this game's not over. Again, today in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys in a crazy game win in Washington. That wasn't supposed to happen. You know, today, the Carolina Panthers played the Kansas City Chiefs to an eyelash. This is only a 10-0 game. It is not off to a good start. It is not looking promising in any way, shape, or form. But there's a lot of game left in here, and you've watched enough football to know that there's a lot of football left today. So let's just calm down here. Calm down. Again, everyone wants to be the first person to say, I pulled the fire alarm. We all see the smoke. You don't have to run to the fire alarm. But there's enough football out there left for this. How about this? There'll be plenty of time to talk like this today in the fourth quarter, I would assume. So it's early in the watch party. Keep it a party, God damn it. Oh, man. All right. Well, here's the deal. While the game is in commercial, let's us do a very quick commercial for our friends who, again, are powering the show right here, right now at BetUS. Thanks so much to our friends at BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 to sign up. Want to play a Sunday night play? You want to get a little something on the Warriors a little later this week? A little Thanksgiving gambling coming up? Get it done on BetUS. 150% sign-up bonus, up to $2,000 on your first deposit over at BetUS. So thanks very much to them for powering today's live stream, along, of course, with our good friend Ike of Ike Sandwiches, who is constantly, again, we don't even need to put the graphic up. He is ever present. This handsome young lad right here just lives to give you a sandwich. Get one. You'll be happy that you did. Philip Don Michael Johnson Thomas says, Damon, it's a wake, not a party. Maybe if this really does all, go off its rails and next week against Buffalo, we'll have ourselves a 49er watch wake. Too soon, Damon, too soon. Old man Trent every year. Well, look at it this way. Old man Trent gets a year older every year. I'll give you that much. He's still really good. But he ain't quite as state-of-the-art as he used to be. Damon, how about a funeral party? Yeah, well, that's a wake, right? And then we know it's all really said and done, and the year is over, and they've been mathematically eliminated. We can all sit Shiva together. We can all sit around, high holy day the shit out of these 49ers on the way out the door. There you go. A little scrappiness on 2nd and 9 defensively. We'll bring up a 3rd and long. I mean, go ahead. keep it a 2-possession. Well, it could be a 2-possession game technically, if you hold them to just a field goal right here. So keep it a 2-possession game. Get off the field here on 3rd and 10. All right, let's pretend this 3rd and 10 is the Super Bowl. Let's get the word funeral off the TV. 3rd and 10. Packers are at the 28-yard line. 49ers defense, do something. You got Leonard Floyd just kind of bouncing around. He's showing blitz. He was over center. First time out, the 49ers decide to call a time. See, there you go. Shanahan even understands. This is a really big play in this game. As the 49ers start looking at a game that they can continue to hold on to and pretend they could still be a part of, or a game that gets away from them, this play goes a long way into deciding that. So Shanahan has taken a timeout so Nick Sorensen can go deep into his pretty much ineffective defensive playbook to come up with a doozy. Sorry. He doesn't deserve that. Heck, Dell comes in again. McCaffrey is this team's kryptonite. He fumbled away the Super Bowl on a tone-setting drive and won't split the snaps with Mason. No. I don't think that's McCaffrey saying don't split snaps. Kyle has done this before with bell cow backs. We've seen him run dudes into the ground, and I'm afraid he's going to do it again. But you can't say the guy's a kryptonite when he was the offensive player of the year last year. Come on. Again, I know we want to, there's a lot of blame that people are throwing around. There's an awful lot of angry folks out there, and I get it, but let's not get crazy, right? Damn, YouTube TV has me way behind. Jimmy Page, huge fan of your band, man. Jimmy, so look, I don't ever want to say a negative thing about YouTube while I'm on YouTube, but the reason why I still have not committed to YouTube TV is because I have enough live sporting events in my life, and there's just a lag that comes, I think, with any streaming service. So I still have DirecTV. That's the way I keep it. I keep it on DirecTV. Old habits die hard. Hey, nearly 300 now in the room. So thank you very much for being here. It's great to have you here. We urge everyone to just give a like, a little thumbs up. It's all we're looking at. Oh, so first of all, we have nearly 300 people in the room, and only half of you have hit that like button. Hit that like button. It makes the algorithm give us a kiss on the forehead. Again, I got the first official YouTube algorithm forehead kiss. I will share that video when we get to halftime, by the way, with you. It's a short that when it was put up, I thought, no one's going to watch this. It has now become the most watched video in the history of my channel. And it's not even a good video. I'll show it to you later. But we got ourselves a big third down here. This is a really big third down here. Game is back from timeout. Ball snapped. Love dropping back. Oh, perfect little play. It was underneath the sticks, but it was run with a little interference, and Dobbs was able to just curl around a defender, and it's a first down for the Green Bay Packers. Renardo Green got beat inside on a beautiful slant by Dobbs. So in a game where you needed something to finally go your way, it won't be that. 1st and 10 now, just outside the 10-yard line. Now down to the 10-yard line are the Green Bay Packers. So this ain't good. Great job, Damon. Love the watch parties. Thank you very much. It's a lot of fun. It really is to hang out with you. It's fun to hang out with you. I wish we had more football to get excited about, but the 49ers just feel like the season is going to be the one that got away from them. And it got away from them early. Oh, hold on. Right when you start doubting everything, there's an interception in the end zone. Malik Mustafa, but I also see a flag is on the field. So that's probably Malik Mustafa pass interference in the end zone. And instead of being at the turnover and the touchback that gets you the ball out at the 20, it might be Or what? We got 12 men on the field. Is that part of it too? There's 12 men on the field. Oh my God, that was just a Nick Sorensen special right there. That might have been 12 men on the field and pass interference in the end zone. 12 men on the field. I mean, come on, man. You know, it's week 12. You shouldn't be talking about 12 men on the field in week 12. You should never get caught with that. Wait, an illegal shift too. So this is on both teams. The penalties offset. So the interception in the end zone never happens. Replay the down. Shanahan is bitching to the official. He's like, I'm going to have very few opportunities to even have a good play run for me today. So why'd you take that away from me? Yeah, 12 man on the field in week 12. That's not good for, you know, any support you want to engender for your defensive coordinator. Brandon Staley, what would you say it is you do here if you're not helping avoid 12 men on the penalty, 12 men on the field penalties? Flag. Is it encroachment? Were they just called for encroachment after too many men on the field? No, they didn't get called for it again. Oh my God, they got called for 12 men on the field again. On consecutive plays, they were called for 12 men on the field. Fire Nick Sorensen today. What, are you kidding me? Oh my God. A 12-man on the field penalty followed by a 12th man on the field penalty? Are you kidding me? Like on a day where you just need to be clean the whole way through, on a day where your coaches can't also be injured, on a day where you can't have your game plan failing you due to procedural penalties? Holy shit, Kyle Shanahan. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And I think we're about to see 17-0 Green Bay Packers, and boom, it is, with a point after, going to be 17-0 Green Bay Packers. Oh my God. I've been watching football a very, very long time. I have never seen consecutive 12 men on the field penalties. 49ers Twitter's got to be going nuts right now, right? I mean, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It is. Hold on. I want to make sure this is right. It is the Green Bay Packers have 17 points and the 49ers have 21 total yards. The 49ers still don't have a first down. I mean, Josh Dobbs now. Put Josh Dobbs in there right now. The 49ers have rushed once in this game. They have 2 more penalties. The 49ers have 2 more penalties than they do rushing yards. And we are deep into the second quarter. Holy shit, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to defend when that happens. There's no argument to be made. Mike Mann says, "Why am I still watching this game?" Well, you don't have to watch the game, but I hope you keep watching the live stream. We appreciate that. Holy shit! Consecutive 12 men on the field penalty. I've never seen that. A clown show, pavement professional. I've never seen that. I've never seen that in a high school game. I mean, Nick Sorensen deserves to be fired for that. To have a defense that makes that mistake in week 12 on the road with all that is hanging over this game and all the injuries, you're going to do that? You are that ill prepared? Wow. Wow. Freddie Jr. Lots of fucking sucking going on right there, and Sorensen seems to be receiving an awful lot of it. Wonder Boy with the super chat comes on in here saying, "Folks in the chat got it wrong. It's not by Kyle, it's by Schneider and Sorensen at the end of the season." Yeah, Kyle, here's the thing. Kyle is probably not going anywhere, just straight up. But yeah, I think severe changes do need to be made with the remainder of this coaching staff. Joseph, this is the first time I've seen Kyle show any emotion. What you saw was an awful lot of frustration. And hey, the 49ers here on special teams might have actually done something. Did they recover this fumble? Is that ball out? Is that 49er ball? It better be 49er ball. Wait a minute. That's right. The 49ers are being kicked off. I got to rewind that. I was looking at super chats and stuff. I didn't even see what happened right there. Hold on. Did the 49ers nearly cough it up here on special teams? They did, didn't they? They did. Oh, my God. Hold on. So I'm watching right now. I jogged back. Here's the kickoff. And Guerrero, has the ball come out on the pop? He nearly coughed that up. Holy shit. Special teams, kids. Oh, got Debo slipping, falling all over the place. Got a kid running, getting the right cleats. Saw Jake Moody slip on his opening kickoff. Oh, Brandon Allen tries to spin away. Oh, my God. Heck, Del Kyle should be been begging Saleh to come back. So Robert Saleh is actually at Lambeau Field helping Matt LaFleur and the Green Bay Packers. This is terrible. Look, I can't do it. I'm sitting here. Damon, it's not over yet. Thank you, J-Ram. Hey, I'm just trying to be optimistic. A lot of game left here. You know, when Brandon Allen leads the comeback that you'll never forget, you can tell your kids you heard it here first. There you go. Nice play to Juwan Jennings. Kenny Powers, I feel like throwing up and having a nap. Have some nightmares instead. Oh, just keep the game on. That's enough of a nightmare for you right there, right? Just enjoy. I mean, did I take mushrooms? Did somebody sneak a Mickey into my water that I'm sipping over here? Did I see consecutive 12 men on the field penalties? One of them nullifying an interception in the end zone? Did I see that with my own two eyes? Am I having a fever dream? Oh, another penalty on the 49ers. False start. Jake Brendel. Again, how your center false starts is always amazing. Susie's excited. Wow, first down. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, Susie. Danny says, you're slipping. Super chats is all you care about. Danny, get your money up if you want to be part of the conversation. No, we get to everything. But yes, I'm working here, Danny. And I don't have a producer to sort through all these things. So I got to hop to the ones that stand out. There you go. Little Christian McCaffrey leaping for a first down on 3rd and 7. And it's actually happened. It was exciting. Very exciting moment for all of us. G Channel. Been a member for a month. No one showing up to wanting to win to me. It's a failure of the entire organization. If the ownership doesn't require better, it's on them. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not, I think, an ownership situation. Oh my God, we just saw like a double reverse flea flicker to a check down. Deebo Samuel underneath. It's actually one of the best plays of the entire afternoon. But there was a double reverse flea flicker to Brandon Allen, who takes the check down. That's how little separation the 49ers wide receiver gets. This is a handoff, reverse, back to the quarterback, and it's a check down screen to no, actually, that wasn't a check down. That was a setup screen. That's actually a really nice play. That was a really nice play. And Deebo Samuel has a catch, his first of the day, at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. All right, Niners got to turn this into 7 here. I mean, turn this into 7. You've turned this back into a football game, at least conceptually on the scoreboard. But look, G Channel, this is not a failure of ownership. This is a team that got a little bit older, a little bit satisfied, a little bit distracted, a little bit fooling itself that they could just absorb off-season holdouts or hold-ins and just, I don't know, like, some years bad football kind of haunts you, and it just ain't your year. Ricky Pearsall being shot in broad daylight in Union Square was a little suggestion. It ain't your year, right? But again, let's see what Brandon Allen has. Besides statuesque feet, he goes to Juwan Jennings, who will be stopped about a yard short. Again, we're seeing just enough here out of Brandon Allen at the end of this second quarter to where he's probably not going to be benched for Dobbs at halftime. Mike for the super saying, I guess you just can't put any quarterback into the system. Yeah, I guess not. I mean, how about this? For those of you who are decidedly Brock Purdy haters, do you miss him a little today? Does this team look the same without him? You even got Christian McCaffrey part of the experiment, right? Dominic Pooney with another false start. Yeah, America's Game of the Week. Doc's Watch Box. Doc, it was, again, these things are sold as concepts before they're actually delivered. 3rd and 6. But we are at the 2-minute warning. Two-minute warning. Bosa's loss is more impactful. Kid Icarus. Again, you got two guys on this team that you can't really say you're giving a representative look as to what this team is without them. Brock Purdy is your starting quarterback. To like every other NFL team, that's important. Nick Bosa is this team's concept of defensive line pressure. And again, for some of you, it's just too much of a concept. It's not enough actual turning into sacks, but he does do an incredible job putting pressure on a pocket. And what you're seeing today is an absence of, for sure. Frisco Pete says, hey, when's Dre Greenlaw back? Look, I don't think this team is a Dre Greenlaw away. A Dre Greenlaw away from being a contender again. I mean, that's how not in sync they are. Oh, should we go a little out-of-town scoreboard watching here? Cardinals 3, Seahawks 0. Thank you, passing me on. Thank you very much. Damon, if it wasn't your show, I don't know what I would be doing right now. God bless you, man. Well, Michael, thank you very much. Hey, we got nearly 400 people in the room here as halftime approaches. We're at the 2-minute warning of the first half. It's good to have you here on the Plus. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. Again, with over 400 people in the room, we only have 220 likes. That means about 200 of you right now just are not doing the job that we need you to do to really get the algorithm pushing this bad boy video out there to the world. So if you would, please make it happen. Hit that like button, my good friend. Hit that subscribe button, my good friend. We are trying to get to a bottle pull of the day. Let's see how many. We're almost at the halfway point. At the 50 super chat mark, we will start doing bottle pulls. And with the way this game goes, we might not stop. Kyle Shanahan, he is sitting there just talking to officials. He's saying, would either of you guys started Josh Dobbs without Trent Taylor in there? Because I hear Damon's talking about it on YouTube. I can hear it all the way here at Lambeau Field. D. Bruce, you make the game watchable. Thank you, Baja. I appreciate it. Hey, let's see if, well, we got a flag on this play no matter what the result is. That looked like it would have been a first down to Kittle. But I did see a flag get thrown, and if this is on the Niners yet again, shame on them. Offsides on the defense. Thank goodness. It wasn't the 6th penalty of the day already against the 49ers. They've had 5. All right, so it is 1st and goal for the 49ers. A touchdown here is what the doctor ordered, to say the least. First and goal. Red zone has not been kind to the 49ers this year. Let's see what we got. No push. McCaffrey doesn't go anywhere. A touchdown is asking for way too much. Red Jet. Oh, let's hope not Red Jet. I mean, 1 touchdown at Lambeau shouldn't be that much of an ask, right? My favorite show. Thank you, Craigs. I appreciate you. My favorite kitchen, Craigs. By the way, that does officially bring us to the halfway point. We're at 25 supers already. That's good. You know, we're on pace for a bottle pull by the end of the show. By the end of the game. All right. 2nd and goal. 49ers. Watch Brandon Allen throw one out of Lambeau Field. I don't know if that thing sailed on him or what the intent was of that. It looked like he might have had a play to make, but Brandon Allen puts it in the front row. Okay. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Offseason going to get really interesting. Anthony, yeah, this is going to be an offseason of change. There is no doubt about that. The status quo, the run it back concept of the San Francisco 49ers, that clock is expired. 3rd and goal, back of the end zone. The only guy who came to play in the end zone all season long. Hey, diddle, diddle, touchdown, George Kittle. Kittle goes up for a nice grab back of the end zone, and that is exactly what the San Francisco 49ers needed in a game that they were trailing 17-0. Jake Moody can make this a 17-7 game. George Kittle just found a little space in the back of the end zone. He sat down in it, and he went up. He high-pointed that ball. That's a great catch, George Kittle. Boom. All right, Jake Moody. No messing around today. Needed the point after touchdown. They got it. So 17-7. Like I said, a lot of ball game left. Dude, why Allen throw that pass away? He wasted it down. Give Kittle a shot. Lyle, I hear you. When he gave Kittle a shot, it came through. You know, look, sometimes throwing a play away is the right idea. Damon is way behind on the game now because he's live and I had to click off. When I come back, it didn't go live again. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. Kyle needs to read live chat on the play sheet. Yeah, he does. Wouldn't that be great if right on his play sheet, he had the live chat just scrolling? He was seeing what everyone was talking about. JR can't do. It's the game of the week. It's the game of the century. Let's be totally honest. Like I was saying, let's see how the second half goes. Red Jet, you get it. This ain't your first rodeo. It has not started well. It does not seem operable. It does not seem like betting on the 49ers from here to win this game will be a good idea at all. As a matter of fact, I insist you don't do it. If you are live betting, I don't think this is the right team to be live betting on. But crazier things have happened in football games. So, what the 49ers need is to get to halftime with a 10-point deficit. No nonsense here in the final remaining 62 seconds. A minute 2 is on the clock when the Packers get this ball back. So no shenanigans. Get to halftime down 10 and, take your chances in the second half. Kenny Powers is saying, I'm a smoke a joint. It's a pretty good idea, Kenny. If it wouldn't stink up the entire house, I might have joined you. I don't want the kids coming on here. Dad, what is that? Never mind. It's a skunk. Hold on. I'm not watching it make me drink from straws anymore. So I bring a backup water and then I replenish. Got to have your backup quarterback ready to go. Yeah, got to have your backup water ready to go. That's where we are. Lyle saying, George Kittle, man, they better keep him a Niner for life. He deserves it. Even slowing down, he's a weapon. Where would this team be without George Kittle this year? Was that the man's 8th touchdown? Where would he be? He is the only guy who came to play in the end zone all year. Nick Sorensen's defense is why we're going to lose this game. Bazzi Mian could play a large role when it's all said and done. I will give you that much. Garrett Rose, just get us through this week, Allen. I always want us to win. Just get it through. Yeah, if we see another 12-man penalty on the field, Sorensen needs to be fired into the sun, much less lose his job. You're right about that. How about this? I will guarantee you there will not be another 12-man on the field penalty by the 49ers defense today. That can't happen. By the way, how many tackles are you going to miss? How many tackles are you going to miss on Josh Jacobs as he runs the ball now to midfield? That was Josh Jacobs breaking several tackles, 13 yards. And that can't happen because a score right here, letting the Packers get off a field goal right here would just be no bueno. 15 missed tackles in the first half. That's the most in the NFL this season. 15 missed tackles already in this game. There's another reason to fire your defensive coordinator. Josh Jacobs looking deep. He's got a man who, oh my God, Romeo Doubs just absolutely dropped a breadbasket touchdown. Oh, my goodness. That's Christian Watson, by the way, not Romeo Dobbs. Pardon me. Christian Watson, who is their deep threat, just had one hit him in his hands in front of his face mask, and he dropped it. Oh, 49ers' best defensive play was that play right there. A Christian Watson drop. I think Jordan Love's going to look to uncork another deep one. Renardo Green, very nice play, Renardo. No flags on that. That was perfect defense on 3rd and 10. Renardo Green has done his job, and it looks like the 49ers are going to get off the field here without giving up a late second quarter field goal attempt to the Packers. Oh, no. Wait, now it's 3rd and 10. That was second. Pardon me. One more here. Frisco Pete, Damon, better than Howard Cosell. Well, we share the same birthday, so it only makes sense. Thank you. All right, this is 3rd and 10. Get off the field here, 49ers. They're stunting. Up pressure up the middle. No flags. No flags. He went up top to Watson again. Jordan Love going deep against the 49ers. 3 plays in a row, and the 49ers defense did do the job on those plays, as much as Christian Watson also totally dropped what should have been an easy touchdown. But the Niners will take it. Renardo Green, man, he's getting better and better by the game. Malik Mustafa almost had a chance to pick that. So with 15 seconds left, the Packers are punting. And let's just hope the 49ers don't have some sort of catastrophic mistake here on special team. Don't even touch that. Just let it bounce. Just don't fumble the ball. Ricky? Is that Ricky Pearsall? Ricky Pearsall is now on punt return, apparently. And the 49ers are going to what? Just take a knee here. Get to the locker room. Red Jet, love you too. Oh, my goodness. Where are we here? We got Joshua Wyatt. Excuse me, Joshua Watt. What's wrong with me? Joshua Wyatt. They had us in the first half, not going to lie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're about to have a huge comeback here. Had us in that first half, not going to lie. I love that kid. That kid's going to be a CEO one day. I wonder whatever happened to that kid, right? Yeah, Pretty Ricky makes his one play appearance. I tell you, over the first 3 weeks, it looked like he was trending in the right direction, but then he was hard to find last week, and this is the first time we've seen him today. Chudley, you are right. That was a 7-point gift. That was Christian Watson dropping one, hit him right in his hands in front of his face mask. I mean, that ball was here, right here. He was staring at it. Didn't happen. Take the breaks wherever you can find them and enjoy them. All right. You know, I was going to do like another jog through the sponsors, but what we've got coming up here is halftime, which will give us plenty of time to do that. So let me just say thank you. Let me just say thank you for being here. You know, you talk about, oh, Damon, this means an awful lot to us. This game is tough to watch. You make it a little bit easier. Hey, thank you. Thank you for making things a little bit easier as the channel grows, for being here today. There's a lot of places you could go for your second screen entertainment. So thanks for being here. Hit like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you did. Hit that notify button. Miss nothing whenever we go live. And we go live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. West Coast time. And with Larry Krueger, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, it's Wake Up, which gets going at 9 a.m. West Coast time. So everything you need 3 times a week from yours truly and Larry Krueger, and all we've been doing is collectively covering the 49ers for a combined 40-something years, which, again, is the reason why I'm long enough in the tooth to tell you there's a lot of ball game left. The Niners will be down 10 will be down 10 points at the half. There we go. Javon Hargrave signing was the downfall. Heck, Dell, look, let's wait to do the autopsy, but I've already said this. When we start looking at where things went wrong, where deconstructing the success of last year began, 2 years ago, the Javon Hargrave deal is going to be part of it because this team gave an awful lot of depth away to sign a player who, when he was out there, wasn't nearly as effective as you would hoped he would be, and now isn't even out there. I'll tell you what is out there, though. Your halftime report. It's officially out there. Welcome to halftime. My name's Damon. Where are you right now? I want to know, where are you watching from? I know an awful lot of you are from the Bay, but how far do we go? Loner Incognito says, Damon, let me hear you with Sam's Chowder House sponsor. I love Sam's Chowder House and Sam's sponsors. Wake up, baby. So we'll be talking about lobster rolls and chowder. How about this? El Paso, Texas. Welcome, Patrick, from El Paso. Up in Medford, Oregon. Aaron, great to have you, man. Seriously. No radio station I was ever on here in the Bay Area reached Medford, Oregon, or Pennsylvania, Lyle. That's awesome. No station, no matter how many watts, ever got me from San Francisco to Virginia. Never got me to Colorado Springs. Certainly never got me to the great metropolis that is Gonzales, Louisiana. Michael, that's awesome. Gonzales, Louisiana. I didn't even know there was a Gonzales, Louisiana. Vegas is in the house. Stevie P, good to see you. Glendale, Mike Man, thank you. Good to see you. Pacifica is in the house. Smiley Dan keeping us all safe and saying, hey, Kyle gets the wraparound score that he yearns for. Giggity. He will. He will. It's not quite the traditional wraparound. Let's call this one a reach around. Kyle's got a chance for a reach around. Jesus, this team is ass. Hey, it's a 10-point game. A lot of ball game. Southern Idaho. Look at that. Kobe. Mr. Butterworth. Southern Idaho. I heard it's gorgeous in Southern Idaho, by the way. I heard it's beautiful country. Never been. Idaho is one of the states I can say I've never been in Idaho for not even an airport landing. The great guitar dude checking in from Albuquerque. It's a tough spell every single time you spell it, unless you're from there. Efren from Salem. We got our man Kevin checking in from Houston. It's incredible. Santa Clara. Go Broncos. Jamie in the house. Thank you very much. We got Chef A. Damon, get a vape pen. Not smelly for the kiddos. Well, it's an option. It's an option. North Carolina. Central Florida. Saskatchewan. Wade. Tyler, Texas. Hell yeah. Sunnyvale. Oh, I think we officially have our furthest away. SV Vic. Sunnyvale Vic. How about this? Croatia. Frankie in Croatia. Oh, now you're just appealing straight to my heart. I'm from Schenectady, New York. Christopher Foland. Schenectady in the house, baby. Would you go to Schenectady High School? You're old enough to have gone to Linton or Mount Pleasant? Maybe Bishop Gibbons? Where are you from, Schenectady? Check in. Tune in. When they ask you what school you went to in Schenectady, they ain't talking college. They ain't asking if you went to Union College. They're like, would you go to Oneida Middle School? St. Paul's, St. John's? Where are you from, baby? Guadalajara won't do. Thank you very much. I won't sing anymore, just for you. Gabriel Gonzalez checking in from Guadalajara. Thank you. 49ers Red Zone watching from California. Reno, Spokane, the UK. Just really, this is awesome. All different places. Chicago is in the house. Wake Island is in the house. Andrew's mom's basement is in the house. That's awesome. That's awesome. Damon, I've come back from the States just to shit on this team. Welcome back. Hey, everyone who is telling me where you're from right now, hit like and subscribe if you would, please. Nearly 600 people in the room. So I'm going to also ask you, hit subscribe, hit notify, and thank you so much. We are more than halfway we're 18 supers away from me starting to drink directly out of this bottle of Michter's. So that is around the corner. We're all very, very excited for that. And let me also make sure that we take care of any and all supas right here. We got a Grossi Posse Raider from Error 404. All right. Grossi. What is it? Grossi Raid? What am I missing something? What is Grossi? What did I miss? I'm sorry. What did I miss? What is Grossi Raid? Now you're going to make me go back. Everyone starts typing Grossi Raid. What did I miss? What is happening right now? Sorry. Tom Grossi? Is that the YouTuber extraordinaire? Is in this room? Is that what you're telling me? Hey, I'll say this. I'll take any and all advice you can give me, sir. Any and all. Would appreciate it. Let's see. It's a friendly raid. $1 for the jar. Hopefully D shows up. Thank you very much. This is a YouTuber who just go around and raid other chats and that's awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming on in and raiding away. Is it foolish to think we can win this game? No. Jorge Luis Stolio. I'm just going to stop at Jorge Luis from now on. I always completely crash the end of your name. This is officially the Grossi Raid. The Grossi Raid is here. Thank you so much, Error 404. Is this to get me? We're looking at it this way. We're 7 super chats away from being rated officially. Thank you very much, James Jones. Aside from Yadam being Yadam, getting bailed out by Watson being Watson, the secondary stepped up close to close the half. They did. Tom Grossi, a YouTuber personality. We raid you. I feel so good about it. Well, thank you, Tom. And there it is. Sotelo. Thank you very much. Jorge Luis Sotelo. Now we got it. Now we officially got it. Nothing but love from the posse. The blue guy. Well, thank you very much. Look, I got nothing but love for you guys either from wherever you're watching from, whether you're part of the raid, whether you're from the Auckland Islands, the Wake Islands, or, you're getting high on a Caribbean island, the inland island, the inland empire, wherever you're from. It's good to have you here. Please hit like and subscribe. It really is fantastic to have you here. And let me just quickly tell you that the reason why I can come here and talk to you and hang out with you is because I got an incredible wife who's gotten the kids out of the house for the day. No promise that goes through the entirety of this game. Jillian's doing the best she can. So thanks very much to her. Thanks to you for all of the support. What is the over-under on JP Mason runs in the second half? Well, let's see how many runs JP had here in the first half. I believe I already know the answer to that, but I just want to make sure. Yes, the answer is none. Only 3 carries for Christian McCaffrey. Brandon Allen's been asked to throw the ball 13 times. Nothing makes sense at all. We do know that. So I'm going to set the over-under on a half a run and hopefully take the over. Hopefully he gets 1 run. Anthony coming in with 2. Thank you very much, Anthony. Maybe we can come back. It's not out of the question. Jay Rick, thank you very, very much, Jay Rick. By the way, we're 2 away from the bottle pull. Damon, I have 3 days off before Christmas. Where should I go for a quick trip? Why is Godzilla your logo? Because this guy named Scott Bennett used to work at KNBR and designed me an awesome logo. And I love it. It to me, it was always about more than Sutro Tower than it was Godzilla. Where should you go? I don't know where you're traveling from there. 3 days off before Christmas. Where should I go for a quick trip? I'll always say Vegas. Vegas is an easy place to go to. 3 days is the perfect amount of time. That's a good place to go. Easy to get to. Flights are cheap. Hello to Mrs. Bruce. Yes, hello to Mrs. Bruce indeed. Anyway, Jorge Luis, thank you. Damon, what the fuck is this? We got a raid. I got my raid cherry popped. I had no idea what the hell was happening right there. Again, I've only been on YouTube for what, a year and a half? I'm still new here. I have no idea what I'm doing. But the grassy raid was awesome. I can't wait till we reach an audience big enough to go raiding people. That'll be great. Just, Plus Mania on the road. Anyway, let me say thank you so much to all of you for supporting this show, this sponsor, this channel. Yeah, now we know why Godzilla's here. Exactly. The Godzilla raid. I want to thank the guy behind me, that beautiful cardboard man behind me. That guy behind me, his name is Ike, and Ike has a sandwich for you. Have you seen me as a sandwich? Look at me. Look at me as a sandwich. That steak sauce, beer battered onion rings, provolone. I get mine not on Dutch Crunch. I don't like the Dutch Crunch. I like a nice soft roll myself. That's the way I get down. Get yourself a Damon Bruce at Ike's. If there isn't an Ike's near you, write a congressman, call the cops. You're being taken advantage of. You need an Ike's in your city, your neighborhood soon. It's all over the West Coast, expanding eastward. Hopefully it gets to you soon. You're going to have to come to San Francisco to get to the Dubliner West Portal because it's not coming to you, but you can get to it just by hopping on Muni. It stops right out front. Easy. You don't even need to get the Uber. Don't even need to get an Uber to get to the Dubliner. You can take Muni. And tell Kenny and John that Damon sent you when you get there. And thanks so much to our good friends over at BetUS. YouTube 150 is the promo code you need, my friends. YouTube 150, and that is going to get you 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. I see Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. They're back on my TV, which means this game should be back on TV soon. Heck, Dell coming on in saying, Damon, thanks very much for the watch party. I don't think my wife is listening when I tell her that Kyle is an ass clown. I'm listening. But here's the thing. I'm going to push back a little on that. Kyle is not an ass clown. It's just a bad year. Not all years are meant to be good years. By the way, we've officially got 51 stars. That includes a couple of memberships. We are 1 super away from a bottle pull. And I want to see what happens when the goal of 50 supers is hit. What happens? Does it all become like little explosions or hearts or confetti? I don't know what happens. We're going to find out together. Loner Incognito demands, no, he is a clown's ass. I think that's a better way to look at it. He's not an ass clown. He is a clown's ass. Oh, lots of hearts are happening. Hit that like button. And there we go. JP from the 510 who got us started all the way back with our very first super. All the way back, the very first one of the day, he's the one who dials up the bottle pull right as we are getting A second half underway. What are you telling me? The 49ers nearly returned to second half kickoff. Deebo Samuel is about to do something. What just happened? Here's a bottle pull for you. Let's go. Football. Ha! Big old tug. Woo! And there is a holding penalty on Eric Saubert. By the way, we're going to do that again. We're just going to set it again. Boom. Do it again. Another 50. Another big old tug. Eric Saubert, this is why we can't have nice things. And I'm not part of it. I'll tell you what, special teams killed my Hoosiers in Columbus yesterday. And it's killing you as always. By the way, here's the official from the bottom. Is it a theme from the bottom? Thank you very much. The official from the bottom is our, oh no, it hasn't registered as the first of 50. So I guess that one dusts off the last one, or it came before I made the new wraparound score. I like to score on the wraparound too, like Kyle. That is a brutal start to the freaking half, man. Oh, Deebo thought he had made his biggest play of the season. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Do you see that smile, Dan? Smiley Dan? That's the thing. If I'm making pay for a bottle pull, I'm going to give you a legit bottle pull. That was a heavy one. That was. What the fuck is that flag going on out there? Red Jet, I hear you, girl. What the hell? Eric Sauerbert. Like, all you do, Eric, is block. How? How are you going to make a big mistake? And the answer is it's because it's the Niners. All right. 1st and 10. Let's see if this offense can get anything going. Little pitch back to McCaffrey. Finds a little sliver of daylight. Picks up about 6. Let's play some football. Let's play some football. What is going on here? 2nd and 6. Hey, Jordan Mason is lined up as a running back. What a concept. He was someone who was leading the NFL in rushing, and then they stopped handing him the football, which is ridiculous because what do you know? He gets going right away, and Jordan Mason has one of the longest runs of the afternoon, a 16-yard carry for Jordan Mason. Keep giving him the ball, Kyle. Dominic Pooney with a nice kick-out block on that bad boy. Jordan Mason. Using block. Ricky Pearsall with a nice block on that run. Ricky Pearsall helped spring that bad boy. Okay, so the 49ers are over midfield. Jordan Mason now out in a pattern. Oh, my God. Juwan Jennings had one hit him in his hands, and he dropped it. Looks like he overran it a little bit. Did I just see a Niner throw up on the screen? Or was that just an aggressive spit? I don't know. But that was a play that Juwan Jennings normally makes. By the way, if you want to sync back up here, let's get you officially synced back up. We are at 17 on the clock. I'll give you, the clock hasn't started yet. The ball is being snapped on 2nd and 10 with 12:17 on the clock now. Short completion of Juwan Jennings. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And this is just absolutely a huge drive. 49ers need at least a field goal out of this. You got to close this gap from double digits. Absolute bullet, by the way, by Allen. Allen's come out cooking here on this first drive of the third quarter. Operating exclusively out of the shotgun. Brandon Allen's going to take off with his legs. Not exactly Brock Purdy to get into the corner, but he's going to come up short. And Kyle's got a little decision to make here. Now, where are the Niners on the field? Where are the Niners on the field? They're at the Green Bay 45, 4th and 2. You go for this, and Kyle is going to go for this. All right, well, here it is. You know, I don't want to say this is your game right here, but this goes a long way to deciding this game right here. 4th and 2 from the 39-yard line. As big of a play as the 49ers offense will see all day. McCaffrey lines up in the slot. Allen staring him down, basically. It goes off McCaffrey's fingertips. Good pass breakup. Packers defense gets off the field. Why wouldn't you hand the ball to Jordan Mason? Why isn't Jordan Mason, who the first time he touches the ball gets you 16 yards and then you immediately get him off the field? Oh, you know, okay. Red Jet. Already booking Royal Caribbean vacations. Why is Kyle throwing so much in this game? Why is Kyle throwing so much in this game? Brandon Allen has thrown the ball 16 times. This team has 8 carries. 8 carries. Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't think anyone out there can explain it to me. How are you not running this ball at all? How does that say? How does that even compute to this is a good idea? Or like, oh, here's the wrinkle that they won't expect. I just don't get it. I really do not get it. Gregor Jay-Z says, Damon, you snubbed my super. I'm so sorry if I missed it. I apologize completely, Greg. You know, we got love for you, brother. Where is JP Mason? Yes, that's a great question. I don't get it. I don't get it. 1 carry, 16 yards. We just saw it. It just happened. It looked great. Why not ask for more of that? If some is good, how is more not better? I don't get it. Greg, sorry I missed the last one. I'm one-man army in this broadcast as best I can for you. On 4th and 2. Again, there's not even a running back in the backfield. What a crap play. What a crap play. I mean, you've been better trying to coffin corner the Packers into a flipped field than giving Jordan Love the ball at the 40. Well, Kyle Anderson wrapped around his big arms right around a runner there. So good tackle on first down. And I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's one thing to be up against it due to injury and availability. It's another thing to be up against it because your coach is, you know, watching consecutive 12 men on the field penalties occur while he refuses to run run the ball. Oh my God, Renardo Green nearly had an interception. Oh, Renardo, you could have tilted this whole field that right there. Oh my gosh. Dobbs had a ball come off of his hands, bounce up behind him, and Renardo Green was just, his momentum was carrying him in the direction the ball was not headed in, and he couldn't get his hands around it. What a shame. Niners needed that. Almost a pick. Almost a pick. Well, 3rd and 7, get off the field here, 49ers defense. Getting off the field on 3rd down is the name of the game. And we got ourselves a Leonard Floyd sighting and a sack of Jordan Love, and the 49ers defense is going to get off the field. Okay. All right. Had to do that. Had to do that right there. I mean, whenever Ramar pitcher works in Helen Keller references, we got to acknowledge that's happening. Kyle's feel for the game is like Helen Keller, deaf, dumb, and blind. I'll say this. His feel for the game this year is off. I mean, the whole thing is off. The whole operation is off from top to bottom. The Niners they got the funk about them. They really do. All right, Ricky Pearsall cuts one way, comes back a little, flag on the play. What's it going to be? What's that flag going to be? Is it going to go against the Packers or the 49ers? I didn't see where it came from or where it might have even come from. What do you got here? Officiating crew. On the kicking team? Oh, no, it was on Odom. I mean, Odom, you're the one guy on special teams that this team actually counts on to not go out there and screwed it up. And Odom got a penalty called on him. Again, another special teams issue for the San Francisco 49ers. Tell me, have you heard me say something like this before this year? Have you heard me talk about how special teams is leaving something to be desired every time we look at them? Goodness gracious. It's just absurd. Absolutely absurd. Again, maybe Kyle can't understand. Maybe here, let's hold on.
Kyle. No, there's not enough authority in that. Hold on.
Kyle, there we go. Kyle, this is Football God. I'm so sick and tired of watching you watch your special teams every single week do something to fuck up a football game. Kyle, why? Why haven't you done something about it? Why haven't you taken this a touch more seriously? When everybody in the NFL can see that you're bad at something, they're going to take advantage of it. While you're not practicing special teams with the 49ers on the football schedule, that other team that is playing you is doubling down on special teams all the time. 49ers are coming to town. Instead of special teams being a 20-minute practice session, we're putting 40 minutes into it because these guys are bound to fuck it up. God damn it, Kyle. This has been Football God.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Or maybe you're just a little too high, Kyle. I don't know. Maybe you just need to go ahead and lay off the ganja in your own ganja jar and concentrate on the things that are important. Like special teams. You know, if it weren't something to let you down every single week, I'd be good with it. I'd be good with it. But no, every week. God damn.
It's just a pain in the ass, man. Just a pain in the ass. My cat is freaking out, man. Grills Nation. All right, I'll stop. Just terrible. It's freaking terrible. Hey, I've identified a problem. How long are you going to let that problem be a problem? How about an entire football season? At least the first 12 weeks of it. Wonder Boy. DB runs his own board. True Radio Pro. Baba Booey. Yeah. Where's Jackie the Joke Man when you need him? I need Gary in here. I need Stuttering John. Thank you very much. I mean, what the hell, man? Yeah, so much for a watch party. We're right up to our necks in this game. Yeah, look, I mean, I knew it had a chance to not be fun at all. Watch party was probably an oversell. Probably an oversell. It's a watch happening. It's an event. It's a almost guaranteed disappointing watch event happening on YouTube. Isn't it a miracle? Hey, diddle diddle, George Kittle in the middle. Oh, yeah, George. There you go. There you go, Georgie. 49ers are overhead. Here's the thing. Here's a crazy thing. If the 49ers actually put a touchdown drive together, they're a field goal away from being tied. Isn't that nuts? Isn't football crazy? Chef A's been a member for 11 months, from Super Bowl to the toilet bowl. I mean, the Niners are bad. They're not toilet bowl bad. You're definitely hanging outside of the locker room. Now, the toilets are in there, but I don't know if you're toilet bowl level bad. Heck comes in again. I would love to see a practice. Are these guys just sitting around a boombox deciding what song to walk out to? Heck no. Here's the thing. If you saw a practice, you'd be impressed. You know, the 49ers are not bad because the system is bad. The system has produced a year in, year out playoff participant who usually goes deep into the playoffs. I mean, here's what I really wish happened. I wish that Jimmy Garoppolo had hit Emmanuel Sanders. And in that one completed pass, the 49ers probably win that Super Bowl. And if that one thing happened, everyone would stop complaining about Kyle as if the head coach were the only guy who, was responsible for everything that happened on a football team. And I know that sounds insane, but Kyle is not bad at his job. He can have a bad day calling plays. He can have a bad design of what it takes to win a game in his own mind. But for the most part, he's a pretty good coach. But this year is just a mess. It's a mess. And leaning into his system, which I think he's a little guilty of doing too much of, is not going to stop it. Interception, Green Bay. One of the leading interception teams in all of football just picked one off. And the Niners are in an awful lot of trouble. Brandon Allen had that ball, zip right past Kittle. And that ain't good. Yeah, Brandon Allen tries to zip one over the middle. It goes right through Debo's hands. I mean, Debo had to leap up for it. It was a little bit behind him. It would have been a great catch from Debo. But again, it hit him in his hands. And that's a catch that Debo needs to make. You got to be bailing out your backup quarterback with plays like that. And Debo Samuel is, there probably is no player who has a podcast yet does less for their football team in the NFL. There might not be a player in sports who does less for their team and has a podcast other than Debo Samuel. Good Lord. That was bad. Urinal level bad. Hand banana. The 49ers have 12 carries. No, excuse me. Yes, 12 carries. 12 carries on the day. I don't get it. You know, you're looking to establish a running game. Jordan Mason is 1 carry for 16 yards. Catch the fucking ball, Debo. That's on Debo. Valiant effort. Again, when you got a backup quarterback, make a play. Help out your backup quarterback. Make a play. Was it the best throw of all time? No. But Debo's got to make a play. Jordan Love uncorks one into the end zone. Looks like there's going to be pass interference on that, though. Near one-handed catch. Looks like Dobbs folding himself up pretty good on that one. Yeah, that wasn't an easy catch, and that was a bad throw. But it could have been, might have been, would have been, you know? Smiley Dan. Hey, Debo, T.O. on line 1. I wonder if Debo would even notice the phone was ringing if the phone wasn't wearing Versace. He seems to be a guy who cares a little bit too much, a little bit too excited to show you how he looks. Walking into a football stadium more than he's excited to show you how he looks during a football game these days. In the ultimate shot, here you go. Ronnie Bell would have caught that ball. Ooh. Yeah. $28 million fucking dollar receiver, by the way. Again, it would have been a really nice catch. A really nice catch. But that's what the Niners need today. They need really nice plays to bail out their backup quarterback, and it doesn't seem like anyone other than George Kittle is going to be doing that today. And the one other guy who might have done it, Jordan Mason, who used to lead the NFL in rushing this year, not years, woe-begone years. This year, he was leading the NFL in rushing, and he is completely forgotten. Unbelievable. Stevie P, Baba Booey. Yes. Unbelievable, man. Hey, Debo, lock in. Jason 120378. Thank you very much. Lock in indeed. Hey, we have, it was 420 now. It's 430 people in the room. 430 people in the room. We are approaching 500 likes, my friends. Thank you for dropping 500 likes. We're another 45 supers away from another bottle pull. Thanks to Aldo, who is coming right here with some 19, I got 19 pesos, baby? Hell yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it, Aldo. I love this. Debo, lock in. Yeah, is Tabor Pepper walked up to him and choked him yet? Where is Jordan Mason? That is a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And it feels like any chances the 49ers did have of climbing back into this game have officially now left the room. We're deep enough into this game where I'm not going to sing you the old song that sounds like there's a lot of ball game left. No, we're all done singing that tune. Touchdown, Green Bay, and the 49ers defensive line has done nothing today. The 49ers offensive line hasn't done enough today. 49ers wide receivers have done nothing on a day where keep throwing the ball was the game plan for some reason, even though Brock Purdy's out and Brandon Allen is in. And neither Christian McCaffrey running the ball well, nor their ability to really get the passing game going has allowed Kyle to realize that he's got Jordan Mason and Isaac Guerrero, who might be able to help, but certainly can't do much if you never even give them a football or put them on the field. Yeah. Here you go. Secret Sauce 83. Hey, we got a guy who looks like Jacobs. Why don't we play him? Unbelievable. 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 And again, this game plan was a game plan that needed an awful lot of luck and help and miracle to be a winning game plan at the end of this game. Having said all that, this game plan still totally sucked. Totally sucked. And Eduardo, who's going to argue with you? Eduardo the fifth. Season is over. Accept it. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to get this right here. All right, here we are. Here are your 5 stages of grief. Denial. I think this was probably early on when we were maybe starting to, just brush away these late defeats in your own division. Maybe that's where the denial was starting. Certainly a denial by Kyle that anything needed to change in terms of special teams or defensively. Second stage is anger. We've been having people get angry for a while now, so anger is certainly all around us. Bargaining, it's like, hey, if we do enough at the trade deadline, maybe we'll be able to, or maybe this isn't the right team to do a lot at the trade deadline, or you don't want to give up an awful lot, so you did. That's where the bargaining happened. Depression, it feels like the depression officially settled in after last week's defeat at home to the Seattle Seahawks. That is when an awful lot of the dauber went down. And it feels like today's game is acceptance. And as Eduardo says, season is over. Accept it. Yeah, those are the 5 stages of denial. And I think we've been through them all here. Buffalo will score 50 next week. J Ram, yeah, Buffalo is going to light the Niners up. I'll agree with that. Valen says, I've said it 1,000 times, that Kyle's creativity went out the door when he got CMC. I think CMC allowed him to be one of the best, most creative versions of himself, but then that got predictable. I don't know. I will never see Christian McCaffrey as a reason why things didn't go right for the 49ers. But man, Kyle's doing all he can to let you know I'm a little bit too addicted to somebody, and I've got such McCaffrey goggles that I can't see the rest of my running back room anymore. And it's a running back room worth looking at. 1st and 10 for the 49ers, who are down 3 touchdowns, 24-7, 4:20 to play in the third quarter at Lambeau Field. Complete pass to Josh Jacobs. And again, you're really at that point in the game where throwing it is the corner you've sort of painted yourself into. But this is bad. Legends Pizza. Window closed. Yeah, I mean, around there. Nice. By the way, beautiful catch by George Kittle. Man, say whatever you want. George Kittle. 6 catches, 82 yards, a touchdown today. Game's not over yet. He's giving it the office, man. George Kittle, he's a stud. Only guy who really showed up to play this year, George Kittle. Mike 824, Buffalo's going to steamroll us if we play like this. Oh, you can play an even a little bit better than this and still get steamrolled. Let's be honest. You know, what is the verdict on Brock Purdy going to Buffalo? Is Brock Purdy playing in Buffalo? Because if Brock Purdy is playing in Buffalo, it's a game you still probably lose. If he's not, you're definitely losing it. I think we know that. Yeah, just next week and then win out. That's it, Owen. That's all it's going to take. And look, you know, honestly, when you talk about, you know, the definitive, the window is closed. Won't open again. No, I think the window on the team as we know it closes, but a competitive window won't be hard to reopen. Again, it's a terrible night to make the argument that I still think Kyle Shanahan is good at this because everything, including what we're watching, is working against me. But I still think Kyle is good at this. But it's going to be a much different team in the Purdy got paid era that the Niners are about to move into. So what do you do with that? How do you reload? Who do you say goodbye to? This offseason is going to be one of the more definitive off seasons in recent Niner lore. I mean, you know, what's the old saying? When there's a fork in the road, take it. This is the fork in the road this off season, and the Niners will get, you know, on the road to remaining a contender or way off the contending road. Jake Moody. He's a Midwestern boy all that time he spent in Michigan. And he hits his field goal. 24-10. It's not exciting. It's hard for me to say, get excited, everybody. It's 24-10. 49ers are just down 2 touchdowns. They're right back in this game. The 49ers are a lot of things, but back in this game is probably not one of them. If you bet on this game, you're probably on your way to not doing well today, which means maybe you're coming back on Sunday night to get frisky. Well, check out our good friends at BetUS who are powering this live stream. Use promo code YouTube150 when you do to get 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit, then 125% on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 when you sign up to BetUS. And we thank them for sponsoring today's show. They're powering this show. This channel does not happen without Ike of Ike Sandwiches. Get yourself to an Ike sandwich. Get yourself signed up for that Ike's Rewards program. You earn a free sandwich when you sign up. Prizes, free chips, free drinks, free combo meals every single time you order over the Love Rewards app. So check out my man Ike doing that, big things. And then, you know, you can even get your sandwich delivered to the Dubliner West portal, which I suggest you do. Great crowd at the Dubliner, as always. It is a great bar. You want to watch a game, you want to talk to a friend, you want to hang out, you want to not have music drown out conversations, you want to enjoy yourself, you want cool people, you want a neighborhood bar. It's a Dubliner in West Portal, man. It's just awesome. Tell them we said hello. Tell them Damon sent you. And thanks so much for all of our sponsors. Thanks so much to all of you. Over 400 people in the room right now watching. Thanks to all of you. Everyone hit like. Everyone hit subscribe. If enough people hit subscribe today, we would be to 26,000. It takes 39 more of you. We are at 25,961. Can we get 39 more subscribers before the end of this game to get to 26,000 subs by the end of this game? Who's got it in them? Who wants to go ahead and just hit subscribe? It won't hurt. It'll treat you right. I promise. I promise. Craig's Kitchen, bourbon, ginger ale, orange Pellegrino. Oh, yeah, you put it together. That sounds really nice. That's nice. Yeah, it's so citrus and whiskey work together a little. It really does. I don't put a lot in my whiskey, but I like a blood and sand. That's one of my favorite old-timey cocktails. Blood and sand is a great smoky, orangey kind of back. But yeah, bourbon, ginger ale, little orange Pellegrino. I'm going to be honest with you. You can give me a bourbon, Craig's Kitchen. You give me a bourbon, a ginger ale, and an orange Pellegrino. I like all three of them individually, or you can just start mixing and matching. There's no combination of any or all of those that I don't like very, very much. Red and gold until I'm dead and cold. Thank you very much, Mike. Yeah, look, if you're fans, you're going to remain fans. But getting angry at this year, that's what happens when stakes are high and promises are made, not kept. And I think you were promised a little bit better of a year than you got as a 49er fan. There's no doubt about that. Oh, my goodness. Nearly an interception. Jair Brown nearly came down with one. Woo. Jair Brown, in a game like this, you got to have that interception. There are a couple of plays that just hit Niners players in their hands. I mean, here's the thing. Jordan Love has only thrown for 93 yards in this game. It's not like Jordan Love is kicking your ass with all these deep shots. He's not at all. None of them are hitting, really. But it's the runs up the middle. It's Josh Jacobs that's just been kicking you in your dick all day. Valen, a down year at could be just what we needed. Nobody has played more football minus the Chiefs. Another solid draft class could put us right back in it. Well, I'll give you that too. You know, a walk away at the end of 17 games, a legitimate offseason could go a long way to helping this team. As bad as last offseason was, as hurried and rushed as it all was, yeah, maybe that does help. Maybe that does rejuvenate some guys, but yeah, another killer draft class. How about this? Yeah, a lot of great decisions between now and next season should make next season better. I'll give you that much. Rita coming in with a super chat. 49ers announced in the next home game promo, 49ers fans will get a paper bag to wear. But bump. Do you have to cut your own holes out yourself, Rita, or are they provided? Because they won't let you bring your own cutting implements. And I got to rip out eye holes. And that just feels like the wrong way to go about it. Hey, by the way, at least 6 of you, pardon me, have responded to our quest for subs. We're getting closer and closer and closer. We are, 33 subs away. 33 subs away from 26,000. It was a good week for me for subs because of a video that I'll show you at some point. If let's see what happens on this drive here. 3rd and 25. 3rd and 25. I'm going to show you in between the 3rd and 4th quarter why my channel blew up so much this weekend. Little dump off underneath for Jordan Love, and the Packers will be punting. It ain't over yet, folks. It ain't over yet. It's probably over, but it ain't over yet. Ricky Pearsall, he's lining up for a punt. In his own mind, he's already returned it. So let's see. But thanks for the supers. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting subscribe. Get it done, my friends. Ricky, retreating, fielding, running forward, continuing to run forward, and a flag comes in on the play. Where is this flag? Everyone on the Packers sideline is saying it's going to go against the 49ers. It was the 49ers special teams, which means, they were probably the ones who fucked it up. Holding receiving team. God. It was McLeod. Yeah, little bit of holding. I mean, I thought if, NFL officials are supposed to make plays that keep games interesting or not make calls that might games. Either way, that wasn't great. It was a shit call. And of course, it went against the 49ers, and of course, it went against them on special teams. And again, special teams are special indeed, Douglas. They really are. They are special. How has he not been fired? Why won't he be fired today? Why won't he be fired today? Let's play that game. What is he going to do today to keep his job? What Brian Schneider will do today? Will he, give someone an ice pack who need one? Does he make the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Did he bring enough oranges for everyone at halftime today? Is that why he's not getting fired? What would be the reason that you don't fire the massively underperforming coach of the unit of your team that sucks all the time? Why is that, Kyle? I mean, Shanahan's a coward. He will not fire Schneider. I mean, is it cowardly? Is it loyalty? I don't know. I just don't understand it. When you are desperate to snatch your entire team's attention because of how much they're screwing things up, sometimes you got to do some dramatic things. A fired coach gets guys' attentions. The Niners got to shift some folks this offseason. That includes Purdy. Mike, listen to me and understand this now so you don't type anything stupid like that into the internet again. Brock Purdy's not going anywhere. Do you see what your offense looks like without him? You're watching today's game and saying to yourself, Brock Purdy is the problem? How? How is Brock Purdy catching strays on a day where you can see how much you need him out there for this thing to work right? I don't get that. I mean, today's the game I pop in to make the argument why Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. Look at what they are without him. As Brandon Allen throws deep to a stumbling Conley who falls down before the ball doesn't quite get to him. Well, there you go. That is Niners football right there. I mean, if Brandon Allen actually delivered a decent ball there, something might have happened. But, Brock Purdy's the problem. Got to bring that. Got to get rid of that guy. Purdy isn't elite. Oh, Mike, who the fuck is? You watching this game? Who is? Who's the better than not elite quarterback that you're replacing him with? Purdy has put up numbers in the early part of his career to suggest he sees the field wonderfully. When things are going right, he is a good quarterback, a very good quarterback. Not elite. Elite quarterbacks aren't falling out of the sky onto the practice field in Santa Clara. Brock Purdy is the first good quarterback you've had since Colin Kaepernick. And Kaepernick wasn't elite either. Jesus. Is Terrence Marshall still on the practice squad? Yeah, but who, come on. That's, he must suck. He must not be able to catch a cold because he's fast and tall and he's big. And if he can't crack this lineup, that's on him. I'm sorry. Hey, for the first time today, I got to ban a bot from coming in here. That's good. Normally we get a little bot heavier before before this time in the game. By the way, so it's the end of the third period. So there have been two occasions where over 48 hours I have had there's been two occasions over a 48-hour period where I've had over 100,000 views on the channel. In the last 48-hour period, we've had over 300,000 views on the channel because of this. I want to play this for you. Hold on. Share the screen. Hopefully you can see this now. This short, which honestly, I don't even think was a very good short. Here, I'll put up. Off getting hit after he had handed the ball off in celebration by Darnell Taylor. And so basically it's Jared Goff doing a play fake so successfully that he gets hit, and it is no commentary at all. It's not me saying anything. I didn't even choose to put it on my channel. A guy who helps me out named Matt, who helps me produce the channel, put that up. I had nothing to do with it. I wouldn't have even posted it. When he posted it, I was like, why are we even putting this up? It's got nearly 400,000 views since Monday. I don't understand YouTube. I put up videos that I think are going to do great. Nothing happens. I put up a video that I think is going to be totally disposable, and it is by far in a way the most viewed thing, the closest I've come to going viral in my content creator life was that stupid short. So if that's what brought you to me, thank you. I'm proud of it. I had nothing to do with it, but I'm so proud of it. But that's why we're having a really, really good week. Certainly a better week than the 49ers are having here on 3rd and 11. What do the 49ers got for 3rd and 11? Brandon Allen rolling, running, throwing to no one, well short of the sticks. Just threw it away. Nothing happened. You want to get Josh Dobbs in there? You want to get Josh Dobbs in there at all? Good God. What was that? But I don't know if Terrence Marshall's still on the practice squad or not. I don't think he's the one who's going to bail you out of this bad game. We are 30 subs away from 26,000. If 30 of you who are not subbed hit subbed right now, oh my God, we would have reasons to rejoice. True reasons to rejoice. Let me continue. We got more supers have come in. Damon, the run blocking is buns. Mike Tyson pre-fight buns. I've seen him. Greg RJZ saying the play calling is a fucking joke. Kyle blows dog. He does today. I don't understand his run to pass ratio in any way, shape, or form. They have run 14 times and have thrown the ball 24 times, and that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Barry Ford with $5. He says, toss this in the ganja jar for a brother. Also, great show the other day with Middlecoff. Keeping the faith from the Bay, baby. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Thank you very much, Barry Ford. And yeah, that John Middlecoff video was fantastic. It did very well. Thank you. I love Middlecoff. He's great to talk to. 49ers announcing the next home games promo. Oh, you get a paper. We're all caught up now, Rita. Thank you very much again for the super. Appreciate it. There we go. We're all caught up with the supers. We break for supers. Yeah, I mean, can you put Joshua Dobbs in, please? The minute Trent Williams wasn't playing in this game, I wanted to see Josh Dobbs named starting quarterback. Josh Dobbs is the first 100-yard rusher in the last 55 games allowed by this 49ers defense. Yeah, they don't stop the run quite like they used to, that's for sure. 2nd and 5, Dobbs runs for a couple. We're going to be looking at a 3rd and 3, I'm guessing here. Bazimian says, still waiting for that love interception. Oh, he's thrown it a couple times, but unfortunately it went off of Malik Mustafa's hands before it went off of somebody else's hands as well. There have been a couple of could have picked that, should have picked that have not happened. Here's Love on 3rd and 4. He's got a 4 wide receiver set, 3 bunch at the top. What do we got? We're going to have a sack. Leonard Floyd's 2nd sack of the day. He can say he showed up. Mike says, Damon, do you want to get Daniel Jones for a better chance to make a playoff run? No. No, I would not get into the Daniel Jones business. Again, Allen is like a statue in the pocket. That's why I thought Dobbs was the right choice today. You get a more mobile, able to operate outside of a breaking down system player on a day where your system is built to break down. Otis, good to see you in here as always, Otis. How are you, pal? James A is saying Sorensen's fighting for his job. Look, I don't think Sorensen is going to get fired in season. He might be one and done, though. He might be one and done. Maybe you can convince Robert Saleh to come back. Nosy. Season is done. Well, there's actually there's more games remaining, so it isn't over. But your playoff chances are pretty much done. The only option is Tannehill. No, Mike, your option is Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is your option. You have a starting quarterback. Ryan Tannehill never established himself anywhere. Daniel Jones was a bad idea from Jump Street in New York. Neither of those guys are better, will have better careers than Brock Purdy. What are you talking about? Yeah, the freaking Warriors blowing it against the San Antonio Spurs last night. You got the Niners basically DOAing their trip to Lambeau Field. You got a stadium full of Niner red in there. As much of the out-of-town opponent is allowed inside of Lambeau Field is actually in there for this game tonight, but it's not going to help. Green Bay hasn't exactly been lighting it up. They're going to have another divisional round exit. F the pack. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, the Packers are the better team on the field today, but they're not some, immovable force, unstoppable object. Not at all. As a matter of fact, the 49ers did, in many aspects, what they needed to do to get some chance to win today, but they just didn't do anything offensively. Holding the Packers to 24 points, honestly, if it doesn't get much bigger than that, that's not that bad. But yeah, there was way too many instances of that run was too easy, that play was too easy, that guy was too wide open to feel good about any of this. Mark A says, take Allen out right now. Well, he is standing at the 5-yard line in shotgun formation, and here we go. Oh, another flag on the play. No more flags, please. This better not be on the Niners. Is that encroachment? Is that yet another flag on the 49ers? It better not be. I think it's on Green Bay. I think that one's on Green Bay. I'll tell you, Pooney's had the yips today. Absolutely had the yips today. Connor Kenway, he's pushing hard for me. He says, let's go, people. Subscribe to this channel. I can see 26,000 by the end of this game. We are officially 28 subscribers away. 28 subscribers away, Connor. 28 subscribers away from 26,000. Have you got it in you, folks? Have you got it in you? Josh Allen, slipping all over the place, gets strip sacked from behind. Ball is out. Packers ball. Why the fuck is Allen still in this game? And I call him Josh Allen. Pardon me. That sure as shit ain't Josh Allen. That, boys and girls, is Brandon Allen. And Brandon Allen slipped. No one hit him. And then he slips. He trips. He gets blasted from behind. The ball comes out. That's a fumble. Good God. So can Josh Dobbs play the next series? Good Lord. I mean, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Put Josh Dobbs in. I mean, why not? Well, put Tanner Mordecai in. Tanner's not dressed today. He can't go in. But this was worse than it even needed to be today. And unfortunately, Kyle Shanahan was part of today's problem. He was not part of the solution. And that's disheartening. You know, on a day where you don't show up with the right team, so you better show up with the right game plan. This is wildly disappointing. James A., agree. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. We got 420 people in the room, and all I can tell you is smoke them if you got them. Because the Green Bay Packers are about to punch another one in right here. Josh Jacobs, is he going to get a third touchdown of the day? They're taking a look at this. I think he's short. I think his knee's down. I don't think that ball is across the plane. Maybe his knuckle was across the plane. Is the knuckle part of the ball? That's what she said. Second and goal from the eyelash. But the play clock has come all the way down. Did LaFleur or somebody get a timeout in, or are the Packers actually be moving backwards a little here? By the way, Matt LaFleur looks like a dude who hits on your girlfriend at the club while you're in the bathroom. Doesn't he? A little smarmy looking. I don't know. It's a murder in Green Bay, Felix 24. Brian says, wait until Brock has shoulder surgery. Oh, boy. Don't want that. Valens, like, he does look like that. He does look like Mr. Hit on your girl while you're in the bathroom. Josh Jacobs, I think he officially bored that one in. He went full-on groundhog. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown of the afternoon. That pushes the Packers to 30 points, and they are going to win going away today. Bedwetter look. Is that what he is? Does he look like a little bit of a bedwetter? David Isaac, this is a bloodbath. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is bad. This is getting skinned alive by a better team that was better prepared, better coached, better talent, better everything. The Niners failed on every level today as an organization. They failed. No doubt about it. Jacob has 25 rushes with his starting quarterback. Isn't that amazing, right? Rome putting $2 in the ganja jar. Again, it's been 11 carries, 31 yards for Christian McCaffrey, 2.8 average. His average has been off all year. Well, since he's returned anyway. Christian McCaffrey has gotten you over 100 yards from scrimmage. It doesn't look like he's going to get you that today, but he has gotten the 49ers that at least in his first 2 games back. Today, Jordan Mason has 1 carry for 16 yards. You know, if I'm going to turn around and hand a running back for 16 yards, 1 carry, I get 16 yards, and my other guy can't even get 3 yards a pop, I'm probably going to give it to the guy who's got that 16 yards per touch average, and I've only given it to him 1 time. Get 1 more. Did Isaac Guerrero get lost in Appleton, Wisconsin? Is he in Fond du Lac? Where the fuck is Isaac Guerrero? Go to a basketball game at Louisville? Are they playing tonight? What's going on? Joji says, bring in Viagra Belichick. Viagra Belichick. That's pretty funny. You want to know what's even scarier than Viagra Belichick? Viagra Mark Davis. And they're both of them basically dating the same 24-year-old girl. It's really weird. Have a big wallet, fellas. Have a big wallet. Daniel says San Francisco has no depth at really any of their positions. What killed us today, and maybe Shanahan's play calling. Yeah, the play calling hasn't been good. The depth is absolutely hurt. The one place where I do think that they have legitimate NFL depth is in their running back room, and they won't use it. Kyle won't use it. Kyle should go on sabbatical. Well, I think the NFL is going to put him on sabbatical here as soon as the regular season's over. So take the time, refresh, recharge, and come back better next year than this year. Because this year has been ugly. Brandon Allen stinks worse than a full colostomy bag. Well, you know, yeah. Brandon Allen is should not have been the guy today. You know, he's thrown for 168 yards, but he's also been ineffective and awful throughout large portions of this game as well. I just thought he was the wrong guy. You might have been able to get more accomplished with someone who is better off schedule. And the minute Brandon Allen is off schedule or out of the plan, you're in trouble because he can't get out of the pocket. Christian McCaffrey with his biggest play of the afternoon, although it looks like that ball might have come out at the end. Did he fumble that away or was he down? The officials are saying McCaffrey fumbled that ball away and the Packers are jogging around defensively like they got it. Was that ball stripped? Is that ball coming out? That ball is out before McCaffrey is down. It was peanut punched out. Oh my God. This is just again. You're down by 21 with under 11 minutes to play. Should Christian McCaffrey even really still be out there? There's another way to look at this, right? Like, forget why is Christian McCaffrey still out there and you're not using Jordan Mason? Why is Christian McCaffrey out there in a game that you're not going to get back into? I just don't get it. B. Lauren says we're a 5-12 team. Just saying. No, you're not a 5-12 team. You're 10-7. You're 7-10. You're 7-10. 7-10 is where the Niners, I bet you, end up this year. 6-11 would be just awful. That means everything went wrong. Nobody came back to play. Trent got shut down. Brock got shut down. It's a disaster. 9-7, 7-9. You're more that. You're not 5-12. Is this Kyle's secret tank plan? Is this suck for Shador? Is he just want to tank out and trying to get Shador Sanders now? I will not eat an ice cube into the microphone. That would be too much for any of you listening. I get it. I mean, the Packers have just had the ball all day today. What is the time of possession in this game? Another big play for Green Bay's offense. Yeah, well, no, 28-21. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. 3 turnovers for the 49ers. 3 turnovers while you are missing your left tackle, your starting quarterback, and your best defensive player. Oof. Not good. Jorge Luis Sotelo. I know Kyle Shanahan has accomplished a lot, but a coaching change might be required. Again, who's the change we're talking about? Give me a suggestion. Kyle, getting rid of Kyle, that's the easy part. Replacing him with someone who will be better prepared to win going forward next year starts with who? Who is that person? Are you willing to trade 40 years for Bill Belichick? I don't know if that's going to. How about this? Who am I to argue with Bill Belichick? If you're telling me to get Bill Belichick in here, let's talk. Okay. Outside of that, I think I'm sticking with a young guy who keeps on going deep in the playoffs. And again, the minute the Niners are dumb enough to walk away from Kyle Shanahan, I will drive him to SFO myself, put him on a flight to Chicago, and get him in Chicago and get the Bears a real starting NFL head coach for the first time in a long time. Postman and Capitola, always good to see you, Postman. Oy, oy, oy! Took the pack in the -3. That was easy money. Pretty much was. It really was. Chef A, I want to see another bottle pull. That chat's a great example of misery-loving company. Chef A, where are we? We are, we're a lot more supers away from another bottle pull, but you, Chef A, are special to me. You, Chef A, as I've said before, had I been born a chef, had I been born a lesbian, had I been born a Jew, I am you. I am you. Chef A is my Jewish chef lesbian spirit animal, and when she needs a bottle pull, she gets one. Cheers, Chef A. You are the best. You know, this was a bad day. The day that is usually a halfway decent day, and I've seen people complain about the Niners so severely on days where they win. Again, the Niners are having the kind of day today that you can really sink your teeth into and get critical about. Today is the day where you can really be like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I'm questioning that. And if you do that all the time, what good is a day like today to you? Like when you really do have questions to ask about what the hell just happened, when your entire motif is, well, what the hell is happening all the time? Like, I don't understand it. But this was a bad day of football. This was bad for Shanahan. This was bad for John Lynch. This was bad for the entire organization. You know, when's the last time Kyle really got his doors blown off? Miami game a couple years ago? Staley and Sorensen should be left in Green Bay. I'm not impressed with Nick Sorensen. That's for sure. It's a bad season. Bad season of football. 4th and 1. Packers look like they got that. Blue pill, Damon. Blue pill. Blue pill Bill. I'll take a pill. That's it, Mr. Meatball, to you. Damon, thanks for your coverage this year. I'll see you in training camp. Oh, don't go away. Although I will say this. Basketball season has officially started. The Golden State Warriors are underway. Indiana losing at Ohio State means it's officially basketball season now in Bloomington. Although, look, Indiana could still get into the playoffs. They did not play a good against the big boy game, but then other big boys around them lost. So Indiana, they smack Purdue around next Saturday. They should still go to the college football playoffs. Fuck everybody. I'm not here to make friends. Over 500 people in the room. I can feel that post-game crowd starting to come in. I know that they're going to come pouring in during the 2-minute warning, and we will stick around for post-game. I can promise you that. But this has been bad. When is the last time we got stomped like this? It has been a long time. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. It's been a long time since you've gotten stomped like this. And hopefully it'll be a long time before you get stomped like this again. Touchdown Green Bay, by the way. Malik Heath with the touchdown. That's not good. By the way, it's official. The 49ers, or the Green Bay Packers are covering, folks. If you signed up over on BetUS, I hope you use promo code YouTube150 when you did for a 150% deposit bonus. Rocky Sin got beat right there. 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. You go ahead and you get your next sandwich from my man Ike of Ike Sandwiches. You get your next Guinness from the Dubliner in West Portal. And I hope you lean in and hit like right now. Hit subscribe right now. But we thank Ike the Dubliner and BetUS for powering this live stream. We are about to shift into post-game mode here. It has been a freaking slog today. No doubt about it. The Niners weren't in this game for a minute of this game. This was a bad day from the minute the sun decided to rise for the 49ers. They are down 28 points. 28 points. Has Shanahan ever caught a 28-point beating as head coach of the Niners? I gotta look at that one. And hold on. Chat's flying over here. Michael Sheedy says this loss is 100% on Kyle. What an undisciplined team, especially the offense. Merry Christmas, Kyle. This is a big one on Kyle. This was up, Kyle. This was bad. Juan has a prediction. He's taking the Packers. Juan, thank you very much. Can't blame Purdy now, can you? I would hope that there's a little bit of that. You know, if you were complaining about the 49ers with Brock Purdy, what do you think of the 49ers without Brock Purdy? Did you enjoy what you saw today? Was this a fun game for you to watch? Good God. Damon, you need to bust out the old school Sports Phone 680 theme song that you used to play on late nights after Giants' atrocious losses. Yeah, little Jenny was a friend of mine. Thank you, Jose. Thanks for listening for all these years. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, to me, Jordan Mason getting one carry in this game is absolute malpractice. Jordan Mason was just out there in a pattern. Yep. Now he's on the field. Everybody. Jordan Mason's on the field. He worked with the jugs machine in the offseason. So, you know, when you're down 28, you got to feel good about getting Jordan Mason out in those patterns, but only when you're down 28 at Lambeau. Got Kyle Juszczyk, I believe, out there. Kyle Juszczyk done nothing today. We even said his name today. Has he done anything today? Oh, no, that's not Kyle Juszczyk. Excuse me. There's another ball off of Deebo Samuel's hands, right in his hands. Again, thrown a little high to the crown of his helmet, but that's a catch that you got to make every single time. Deebo Samuel, you are soft. That is a catch Deebo's got to make 1,000,000 times out of 1,000,000 times. He is just a bum now. 4 targets, 1 catch, 21 yards. At least Kyle stopped handing him the ball. But yeah, Deebo, like, dude, how about this? Deebo Samuel has as many catches as he hosts podcasts. Hey, catch for Jordan Mason. I said this before the game even kicked off. You should have started Dobbs instead of slow Pocahontas. Brandon Allen's Pocahontas. Seattle's about to beat Arizona. Well, at least you got that going for you, Mike. I told you my cat should have been in today. Yeah, cat could have got it done. Probably better at seeing the hole. Some rushing instincts. This was bad. This was a dreadful day of football. This 2-minute warning and this game can't wrap up fast enough. God, this was bad. Yeah, now they play Mason, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, now you get Jordan Mason. Tristan Krager. I haven't been this embarrassed since Chip Kelly was coaching. God. I'm surprised Jordan Love's still in the game. Why is he out there? I mean, you're just going to have him out there hand off. You're not going to put him in any jeopardy. Mason's going to want to leave next year. You might be right, Jam. You might be right, man. Damon, Brady and Belichick next year. No, Brady's not coming around this team unless he's doing the game. But Belichick, how about this? Today's not the day to talk about that, but we'll talk about that at some point in time. Purdy's contract is getting better with every throw Allen makes. Jason, 120-378. Seriously, like, I don't know how you can watch what you watch today and tell me that Brock Purdy is what's holding the 49ers back anymore. Red Jet, accept and move on. She's going through all her 5 stages of denial. She's hit acceptance. Ninja Bear 01, soft and 20 pounds overweight. Look, Deebo came in very much in shape, but he does look like he's not as in great shape as he was at the beginning of the year. And when it comes to being a football player, the bad news is he kind of sucks now. Ebo is washed. Yeah, drop the D. He'd drop look at it this way. If you threw Debo a D, he'd probably drop that too. So let's call him Ebo. '49ers are a juggernaut. Jug of something, Brian. Any shot at Travis Hunter? I mean, no, I don't think the Niners are going to be picking in the top 5. There's one guy who showed up to play today in this year, and he showed up today too, and his name's George Kittle. And George Kittle, his wallet is the one that says bad motherfucker on it. Everyone else, suspect. 96 collectors, thank you very much. Too many soft fans. Y'all want to celebrate when times are good and bail when times are rough. Pick another team. There's an awful lot to that, too. No doubt about it, 96. There's an awful lot of that. There are some very fair weather, should totally be watching something other than sports people who are Niner fans. Here's the thing. today is the first day in this year where the anger should have really hit you. Everything that has kind of happened has been a little understandable and explicable, even under the circumstances that today's game was played under. A lay down and die performance like this is still hard to understand and explain. And this is the day that getting angry out loud, I won't begrudge anyone that. It's the other days when, the very first minute of the year, very first loss of the year, and people are like, year's over. At 1-3, it's over. That's nuts. That means you don't even know how to watch sports. But today, if you know how to watch sports, today, is a day that this whole thing was just awful. Awful, awful, awful. I told you that calling this a watch party, we would be stretching the definition of the word party as much as it can be stretched. By the way, we are nearly at 660 people in the room right now. What are we looking at from a like standpoint? Nearly 600. Great job, everyone. Keep it up. Keep it going. Hit that like button. Make this grow. We're nearly at the 2-minute warning here. We're nearly getting into post-game time here. And that's when the anger really gets going. How many hours have 49er fans just been watching this and simmering and simmering and simmering? Pay Brock Purdy. If I had to pick between Shanahan and Brock, I'm taking Brock. James Ambrose. Here's the deal. I think they're inextricably linked to one another. I think Purdy and Shanahan are kind of a package deal. I don't think I really want one without the other. I really don't think I would. Those two deserve each other. Brock Purdy is the only reason why Kyle Shanahan probably still has this job after the Trey Lance debacle. So the two of them are linked together. In my mind, Shanahan with one more shot with another quarterback, maybe, but I don't think there's another quarterback necessary to come. I think you have your quarterback. I do. I think you've got your quarterback, at least a quarterback that is good enough to stop looking for the next person like it's the number one job that the team has in front of it. I would like to see Purdy get better protection. I'd like to see Brock Purdy get a wide receiver who knows how to run a 4-2 something. I would like to see somebody separate and give Brock Purdy the targets that he used to enjoy in this wide receiver core. That's what the 49ers need to get Brock Purdy more than they need to replace Brock Purdy. And I need to see this team reinvest in a defensive line because this one done gone soft. Oh, no, Carson, you can critique a shit game, but it's all the people who are critiquing here's the thing. You want to know what a bad game looks like? Here it is. This is bad. This is so much worse than any of the other games that people were at the time insisting were just as bad as this. No, this is the worst Kyle Shanahan performance in 3 years. This was awful. Chris Morris says Shanahan's an idiot. If he rushes McCaffrey back, then leaves him out there in a meaningless game where he could get re-injured. I even think that Kyle knows that. I don't think we're seeing him. Jordan Mason's in the game. Jordan Mason finally in the game. Will he get his second carry? Oh, now you're going to let Jordan Mason run with the ball. Now you're going to let him do it. And he gets buried for a loss and he fumbled the ball too. God damn it. I mean, Jesus Christ. What more do you need to see? Just take a knee, Kyle. End this day, please. That's it. Coach is jogging out on the field. Good Lord. Everything we just saw was absolutely horrific. And the game is now over, my friends. Welcome to your post-game show. If you're just coming on into the channel, the water's fine, but the 49ers are not. My name's Damon. Hit like and subscribe. We got over 600 people watching. Bring them on in. Share this channel. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hitting that like button puts more people into the algorithm. So if you would do that, please, we have plenty to talk about on a day where the 49ers thoroughly embarrassed themselves. Let's go to the tape. Let's start with team stats on a day where this team was just dreadful. I'm talking about dreadful. Backups involved or not, this was dreadful. 11 first downs all day long compared to Green Bay's 22, just 3 of 10 on third down, 30%. Hardly going to get it done. The Niners didn't even run 50 plays today. 47 plays. How they cranked out 241 yards, I don't know. 197 passing. Again, Brandon Allen, I should have been Dobbs in my mind. Joshua Dobbs gave you a better chance to win this game based on his ability to make plays off schedule and out of the pocket. 197 passing yards is better than it looked in real time. This is where you are playing. Look at that. Are you kidding me? I just want to leave that highlighted right there. Just look at that. Can I even pull in more? How much can I just focus on that? 44 rushing yards to 169 rushing yards for the Green Bay Packers. That defense stunk against the run, and this team let Jordan Mason carry it twice. Isaac Guerrero not touch the ball. Christian McCaffrey, 11 carries, 31 yards, a 2.8 average. He did nothing. 3 catches, 37 yards. McCaffrey is a better wide receiver than he is a running back at this point in this year. So why not use a running back who was leading the NFL in rushing just a few weeks ago? 9 penalties for 77 yards and 3 turnovers. Those are go fuck yourself stats. 9 penalties for 77 yards and 3 turnovers. Go fuck yourself. On a day where you got a backup quarterback, a backup tackle, a backup defensive end, a backup corner, you're going to have 9 penalties and 3 turnovers. You deserve to look like the incompetent slapdicks you looked today. You really do. That was awful. Awful. By the way, we're 21 supers away from another bottle poll. So there you go. Hey, here's a bright spot. We'll take one, Nick J. And we're going to have to look for bright spots. I thought Malik Mustafa was a little bit of a bright spot today. Again, Jawan Jennings, he went out there, 5 catches, 40 yards. George Kittle, your only touchdown of the day, 6 catches, 82 yards. The bright spots are far and few between today for sure. But a bright spot, Jalen Moore's name was not called all day. Yeah, I mean, I didn't worry about Jalen Moore. That left side of the pocket wasn't collapsing all over. This is from Avo. Avo, thank you very much. Avo says Mason could have had the 49ers get a better chance of winning if he had started today, sitting one of the top rushers in the season for an unhealthy CMC. Well, look, no, CMC's healthy. He's healthy enough to play, but to only use one running back in the name of the other must be forgotten. That's what I don't understand. That's what makes no sense to me. By the way, 25 subscribers away from hitting 26,000 subscribers. So if you would, please, if you would. We're over 600 likes. You've absolutely crushed that by smashing that like button. I thank you. Again, here's what I want to know. We did this earlier in the show, and I thought it was fascinating. Where are you watching from right now? Where are you watching this show from? I used to talk to Bay Area audiences only. Now here on YouTube, who knows where you might be watching from? We had the Wake Islands. We had Ireland. We've had Japan. We had Guadalajara. We've had the awful lot of points in between. And thank you, Shane Wignall, for becoming a new member. What a wonderful way to support the channel. as we are getting ourselves to Thanksgiving time. I'm very thankful for you, Shane, and I believe I need to congratulate you on becoming a member of the initiated. I believe Bane, Sports Bane, will be providing a very special Thanksgiving message this holiday season for you. So our members will be getting a special message coming to them soon. From Milwaukee, BB, thank you. Cocoa County, Kenny Powers. London in the house. Thank you very much, Javid. Great to have you here. San Francisco, Randy, OG, there he is. Toronto, thank you, Jamal. Outdoor Barbecue in Walnut Creek, Carl Kushinushin. Thank you, Carl. Jersey in the house. Smell the Aquanet. Thank you very much. Stockton in the house. Thank you very much. South Jordan, Utah. Damon, I'm watching from the depths of NFL purgatory. JP from the 510, our very first super chat of the day and the one that put me into the bottle. Turlock, Toronto. That's pretty cool. Chandler, Arizona, and Japan is checking in. Sugar Wolf. Awesome. Not just Scottsdale, but exotic Scottsdale. Colorado Springs, Austin. Again, I could keep on doing this. This is cool. I used to do a segment called Check the Power of the Tower. See how far away we'd get a phone call from late at night. But this is amazing. Coming in from everywhere, and I do appreciate it. Oh, we had someone from Schenectady on earlier in the day, my old stomping grounds. Albany's in the house. 518 never lies. Oh, good. Pyongyang, North Korea is here. I'm glad to see that this channel is one of the few YouTube channels allowed in North Korea. That is fantastic. Jack, thank you very much for the super. $2 goes in the ganja jar. Do you realize that you've just put more dollars into the ganja jar than Isaac Garendo got touches today? Isaac Garendo just had a very good October. He has touched the ball once now in the month of November. What does that do for a guy's confidence? What does that do for a guy's development other than stall them the fuck out? I just don't get it. Mexico City, Aldo, big Niner and Damon fan. Thank you very much. Bang, bang. Thailand is in the house. Hanzo Steel. Don't mess with the swords. Greg Millionou just became a member. I hope I nailed that French-Canadian last name you got there, Greg. Millionou? I had a gram of Kaju, so kind of close. T-Bro from the Castro Valley with the 5 spot, and the Niners looked gas mentally and physically. And Marcia Nunez, thank you for the 5 spot, Marcia. And that's where I want to kind of hop into a football conversation again instead of playing the mirror, mirror on the wall. Where is everybody? The Niners do look gassed, and the Niners have looked gassed. And Shanahan himself looks extra gassed. Mentally and physically, this team has been through an awful lot, and we're not making excuses. You know, most teams would kill to reach the heights that the 49ers have fallen from, but they've fallen from those heights, and there is no doubt about that. How do you get back there? I don't think you're getting back there this year. I'm definitely not ready to go ahead and spend any time talking about off-season moves, decisions, not yet. The blind spot of this year, to me, was letting the unacceptable feel like it has become acceptable for far too long. And you can say Nick Sorensen and Brandon Staley have done a collectively underwhelming job defensively, but the two of them are Buddy Ryan compared to the job that Brian Schneider has done on special teams. And there has been not a single game where special teams this year has not been a major concern, today included, and it's just time to move on. And without moving on, what you're doing is telling your team that we don't have the standards around here that we used to have. You know, what do you think? You're so good that special teams doesn't matter? That is a level of arrogance that just is insane. And the level of abandonment that has come Jordan Mason's way, to me, is just, it's stunning. It's stunning to the point where if I am Jordan Mason's agent, I'm going to be treating the 49ers in a near adversarial way than want to run my guy back into the same room that Christian McCaffrey's in, because any room that my guy is standing in, if Christian McCaffrey's in it too, the head coach can't even see my guy anymore. I don't get how Kyle ran the ball 15 times today with Brandon Allen getting the start. What the fuck is that? Like, I know you didn't string enough plays together to have long drives throughout the day. I think you started the wrong backup quarterback. It should have been Josh Dobbs, but to have abandoned the run from the first drive of the game, Kyle spent zero time in any quarter looking to establish the run. This team must look offensive line again in this offseason. This team must look defensive line. They're going to have to look playmakers as well. It's a conversation I don't even want to have right now, but that's absurd. That Kyle would abandon the run in a road game at Lambeau Field with Brandon Allen as his starting quarterback, and he'd abandon the run, not when the scoreboard said to abandon it. He'd abandon it before the coin hit the ground on the opening coin toss before the first quarter began. Kyle didn't come to run the ball at Lambeau today, which means he didn't come to Lambeau today with the right game plan at all. I think Kyle puts the right game plan together more often than not, but the not today screamed. The not good enough today screamed. It was bad. Awful. Oslo was in the house, Chef A, reporting a Norway sighting. Their depth is thin. It showed today. They were thin everywhere. They were thin in the depth chart. They were thin in how they executed. They were thin in terms of good game plan. They were thin in terms of how they decided to distribute the plays. It was just awful, awful day of football. Jan Jair. I'm gassed, Damon. I've been on the air for 3 hours and 17 uninterrupted minutes where I never stopped talking, not for once. I'm exhausted. I'm gassed. And I'm doing a better job than these San Francisco 49ers are today. I'm executing. How does Deebo Samuel have a sponsored, paid-for, distributed podcast and I don't? What fucking world are we living in? Are you telling me that I need to go out and make one catch at Lambeau Field and I, too, can have a widely distributed podcast? What the fuck is going on with the podcasting world if Deebo Samuel can have as many podcasts as he does catches? What is that? What is that? The 49ers are old and slow. Secret sauce, who's going to argue with you today, man? Salute, DB, the giraffe. Thank you. Hey, at least we got the Warriors tomorrow. Thank God. Got that coming. South Carolina in the house. Good to see you, South Carolina. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Hit that like and subscribe. Tyler, thank you so very, very much. Damon, I thought you had Ikes. Oh, I do have Ikes. Who do you think that is right there? See that handsome guy right there? That is Ike. And Ike has a sandwich for you. And if you call Ike, you can get something wonderful like me. Put me in your mouth, baby. Steak sauce, beer battered onion rings, provolone. I get mine on soft rolls. I don't like the Dutch crunch. It hurts my mouth. I am 1,430 calories. And like the 49ers, I said you might enjoy it. It's not good for you. I guarantee you're going to enjoy that sandwich. Good for you? No, it's not that. Delicious? Yeah, that's where we come in. We got our boy Wayne Wong in here. He's at SFO right now, making sure everybody stays safe at SFO. Wayne, thank you very much. Great to see you. Give all the love to the people working the ground crew today at SFO for me. Airport's in the house. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wayne coming in again. Love your show. We got you, Wayne. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting me with the super chat. And thank you again to the Quesadilla Thriller 71. As bad as a day as this was, cheer me up and pound it, pound it, pound it. Thank you very much. Let's do that right here.
Pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it.
And just for old time's sake, oh, yo, yo! That was rough, man. That was a rough game. There is nothing to point at and said, well, at least that went well. Baltimore in the house. Dan, good to see you. Couple of good plays out of Malik Mustafa. A couple of good plays out of Renardo Green. These are rookies. That's important. Dominic Pooney, unfortunately, had a rough day today on the line of scrimmage. 3 false starts by Dominic Pooney. I don't think he's had 3 false starts all year, and he has 3 of them in one game. He was off of his mark today. Again, I can't accuse Isaac Guerrero of anything. He wasn't allowed to play today. Ricky Pearsall. What'd Ricky finish with? Slick Ricky. No catches. No catches for Slick Ricky today. That 2 weeks in a row. Jacob Cowing was concussed. He didn't even play today. What season would this be without George Kittle? This guy's the only dude who knows where the end zone is. The only guy in the team who knows where the end zone is. I go all the way back to the beginning of this game. And would it have been that much of a difference? Would there have been a different outcome had Joshua Dobbs gotten the start today? Or maybe. How about this? Having what we've seen out of Brandon Allen, here's what I know. Brandon Allen, if everything is going right, that's the right decision because he will give you, again, the functional Kyle Shanahan offensive performance that is him throwing 17 of 29 for 199 yards. Like, that's an okay day for a quarterback. Brandon Allen had an okay day, and had he been surrounded by a team that was more complete, might have done more with his opportunity than he had today. It was a bad day because he's immobile, and Joshua Dobbs is going to be the guy who's more likely to make a play when everything starts breaking down, and things broke down, and you were off schedule all damn day. I think Joshua Dobbs is the right way to have gone. I don't know how much better he would have been, but I don't imagine that he would have been worse. And I think he might have done more to pull a few plays out of his ass than Allen was able to. Chef A's got to tap out. She said, I've come far enough. Thank you very much, Chef A, for being here. It's great to have you here as always. You go put one in the air. You go put one in the air. Over 500 people, by the way, in the room right now. So we're cooking with some fish grease. It's great to have you here. Hit like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We've been on the air since this game kicked off. Was it a party? I don't know, but we watched it. We watched it together. It was a watch happening It really didn't feel like a party, though, for 49ers fans. They lose by 28 today. Tanner Barcelos just said, Guy Haberman just said it best. Allen is a guy that you put in when you're 7-2 and you need a vet to not blow a game. Dobbs is a guy you put in to try and win a game when you have that extra playmaking ability. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not even 7-2 or, a gotta have it situation. To me, it's when everything starts going wrong around you, who is more likely to make a play? But yeah, Haberman is really good at what he does. I love Guy. I love talking football with him. We need to get him back on the channel soon. I asked him on last week to talk a little Indiana since he's called a few games. He just says he's slammed now. He's starting to get the basketball assignments on the Big Ten Network. So we will be talking to Guy Haberman when college football playoff seeding officially happens. That's when we're going to get back to it. By the way, Matt Mayoko will be joining me live at 11 on Tuesday morning. So the Cobra is going to be on by this week. Already starting to book out some guests. We're taking shit seriously over here, boys and girls, more seriously than the 49ers took this game against Green Bay anyways. Steve, hey, Debo, lock in, right? Lock in, dude. I'm sorry, there's no way one person goes 3+ hours without taking a leak. Dude, I got a bladder like a big boy. I got the big boy bladder. I go 3 hours without taking a leak. Come on. You know how many Grateful Dead shows and Fish shows I've been to, and I've been way up front, and I'm not going to get off the rail to go take a leak at any point in time? You got to hold it. Real men know how to hold their liquor and their water. Tyler, hit that subscribe and like button, everybody's. Ooh, see that little notify bell? You hit that too. That's always good for the business. Poor Brady has to work Thanksgiving. Well, it's not like he's got a family to go home to. They want nothing to do with him. I don't know if his family wants nothing to do with him, but he doesn't want too much to do with them. The Guru agreed. Oh, Goo? Wait, our guru out here, or you call Tom Brady a guru? I don't know. Yeah, top playmakers got to make plays on a day like today. Catch everything, no mistakes. Marsha Nunez, and you're right, Marsha. And that's the thing. Like Debo had one ball that was thrown behind him. That went off of his hands. He needs to catch that. He had another one thrown a little bit too high, but that's at the crown of your helmet, dude. You got to catch that. You got to make plays for your quarterback when you got a backup quarterback. You got to make plays. You can't be part of the problem. 3 turnovers today. 3 turnovers on the road with a backup quarterback as you abandon a running game before the game even began, and you give up your first 100-yard rusher in the last 55 regular season games. That's a great way to go and get your dicks kicked in on a game night in America. This was game night in America, by the way. Kyle owns freaking American Apology for this one. That was bad. The Cobra's coming. Robert says, stop counting on Debo. And I agree with you, Robert. This guy stinks. He stinks. It's not like disappointing anymore. He's moved all the way into the neighborhood of this guy stinks. You know what? He's missed 1 game this year, right? Debo's missed 1 game with an injury. 1.5 games. He came out of 1.5 games. All right, we'll give him a little credit for missing 1.5 games. This dude has caught just 33 balls all year, 33 catches. He's supposed to be a number 1 wide receiver. Here's the thing, 33 catches, and Brandon Ayuk has never really even entered the conversation. So it's not like you got a guy taking away all your targets and your opportunities. 33 catches is all Debo Samuel has. Again, how do you have just 33 catches and a podcast? He's got a podcast for, what does he call? How about this? What is his podcast called? Like Clicks and Cleats or something like that? Well, to have a pair of cleats, you would need 2 of them. That would give him 1 more cleat than he's got touchdowns. They just wrapped up play in week 12. Debo Samuel has 1 touchdown. What's that? AJ saying, hey, I cleaned my grout for more yards than the Niners had today. AJ, thank you. I hope the grout's looking good, man. You need a good grout game. Eric says, real men wear diapers to a concert. Okay. That 49ers earned the shame bell today. They really did. Shame. Shame. Ding, ding. Shame. It was bad, man. Fire him. Again, Julio, I know the blood is up. I know everybody's frustrated. I'm just telling you right now, Kyle Shanahan is not getting fired this year. He's not. But what Kyle Shanahan does need to do this year is think long and hard about going into a season 2 with Nick Sorensen, Brandon Staley, either or both. He needs to think long and hard about that. This defense has not measured up to the standards set by this own organization. And he must move on from Brian Snyder as a special teams coach. I would have a lot of new names, new voices, and new eyeballs on this football team. And it's not a run it back situation anymore. There needs to be new blood brought in. And Kyle needs to come up with something other than his list of old ideas, which used to work like gangbusters, but do not work quite like they used to at this particular time. Got to do something different. I think difference on the way. I think Kyle knows enough about this ain't good enough. Joe Ash. We aren't Super Bowl contenders this season. Joe, if we're being honest with you, we could have said that out loud a couple of weeks ago, where they might have been playoff contenders, but true Super Bowl contenders as the cream of the league continues to rise to the top. And look, I know that, Kansas City got scared today by Carolina of all teams, but when you're 10-1, you're 10-1 and you're 10-1, or are they now 11 and whatever they are? I think look at it this way: Kansas City has won now a dozen games for the last dozen years, or 10 games for the last 10 years, 10 games a season in a row for a decade. That's some special former 49er dynasty type of things right there. That's hard to do. So Kansas City remains in a class by itself. Even with unimpressive performances, they are their record. The Detroit Lions have separated themselves from the rest of the NFC. You've got Minnesota kind of hanging on. We're watching any, they might jump the line and become a champion this year. Washington Commanders, we're watching them fade into the background a little bit. I don't think whoever comes out of the West is really going to be a contender for a championship. Whether it be Arizona or Los Angeles, I don't think either one of those teams is going to be it. I don't think Tampa is going to be it. Maybe Tampa. But I think right now the NFC is a 3-team conversation, maybe a 4-team conversation. You want to put Minnesota or Tampa in there, but it's Detroit, it's Green Bay, it's maybe Tampa and maybe Minnesota. That's what we're looking at, I think, in the NFC. And the AFC to me is just screaming, we're going to get a rematch of Ravens, Chiefs. We're going to get a rematch of that, I think. Although the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, stop it. So you're right, Joe. You are not Super Bowl contenders this season. Joe Young says mission 10-7. Don't stop believing. Go to 2014. I don't know, man. Here's what needs to happen before you can start talking like that. Is Brock Purdy healthy enough to play next week in Buffalo? Is Nick Bosa back on the field quickly? Because if the answer is no to either of those questions, 10-7 is not out there now. This will not be the team that rattles off all these wins in a row. Look at the schedule. Look at who you are. Look at where you are. Look at what you got. Look at who is hurt. It's just not out there. Sometimes It's not your turn to dance. Yeah, we'll put the Eagles in the NFC conversation, Bob. I think that's fair. How about this? The Eagles have not seen their way out of this conversation. They're still there. They're still there. Little love to the Eagles for sure. Vin Nguyen says, for Shanahan and Ben Johnson, a blank check. Cleanest house now. Well, look, Ben Johnson's not going to have to take a big check to be somebody's also offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson stayed with Dan Campbell, I think, to finish something special in Detroit. And then what he does next will come with the word head attached to it. He is not going to take a lateral movement job where he goes from OC to OC. He's going to be a head coach. So I don't think that's happening. Where is Josh Dobbs? I bet you he's wondering why he didn't get into that game either. I bet you he's wondering, what the hell do I need to do to get into this game too? Come on. Again, only one game out of the division, though. Okay. I mean, I've played that game earlier this year. I don't think I'm going to play it this week. If we get back to it, we'll play that game again. But I just need to see better football before I start playing the one game out, one game behind conversation. I mean, the football just has to be better. You know, when Indiana lost at Ohio State yesterday, as much as I want to see Indiana in the playoffs, and as bad as yesterday's results were, you know, they flunked their big boy test. Indiana might still be a playoff team based on what also happened in college football yesterday. But Indiana officially failed its big boy test. Do they deserve a chance to get another big boy test this year? Let's see what they do against Purdue, and let's start really measuring up resumes when we know what it is. But I think I know they're about to be something to reckon with or not with my own two eyes. And Indiana didn't pass the my own two eyes test. They didn't. If I can admit that about my alma mater, I think we need to admit that about the 49ers too. And as a 49er fan, you just got to admit that here's the thing. You have watched enough good football. It might not have rung the bell that won you the Super Bowl, but you have watched enough good 49er Kyle Shanahan coached football to know what that looks like. And you know that this doesn't look like that. You know it. By the way, I officially hear my garage opening. I'm down here in our basement in this little mock room that we put together. But the garage in our unfinished basement is right over there. And I can hear it opening, which means Jack and Ozzy are home. Jillian has done an incredible job keeping the boys entertained and occupied while Daddy did his watch party. Was this a party? I really don't know. But whatever it was, it certainly was. And I thank you for being a part of it. I certainly do. These watch parties are fun. I don't know how much fun the season's going to be and if we're going to continue to do them if the year just continues to spin in the wrong direction. But we'll be back next week for that game in Buffalo. Why not? We're all gluttons for punishment around here. Why stop now? And I will also just say thanks to everyone who came in, offered a chat, whether it be, something that was just identifying where you were listening from or motherfucking Kyle Shanahan. I appreciate you coming in and offering a chat, a super chat. I appreciate anyone who leaned in to hit that subscribe button today. We're getting closer and closer to 26,000. If you got aggressive right now and are not a subscriber, we might get there right now. But thanks to everyone who has hit like and hit subscribe and is here for part of this show, some of this show, a slice of this show. It means an awful lot that you were here. Thank you so very much to everyone who offered up super chats, to everyone who sponsored our first bottle pull, and as always, to our sponsors, our incredible sponsors, my man Ike of Ike Sandwiches. If you go up and sign up for that Love Rewards program right now, you will be entered to win a trip for two to New Orleans to go see a big football game that's being played in New Orleans in February. I don't know if the Niners are going to be there, but you might be there if you sign up for the Ike Love Rewards program. And it's this easy right there. Super touchdown trip to New Orleans for that big game. You know what we're talking about. As a member of Ike Love Rewards, you will earn a free sandwich when you sign up. You will be entered to win a trip to New Orleans. You can win drinks, chips, all the things you want. And again, a chance to go to New Orleans, where Ike's has opened. That means the eastward expansion has officially begun. My man Ike getting it done. Thank you, Ike, for being a sponsor. Thank you to the Dubliner and West Portal, as always, for their sponsorships. We got to get together again, another Plus Mania there. Maybe when the playoffs start and we don't have to worry about the Niners actually playing, we'll just get there and kind of hang out, watch football together. But the Dubliner and West Portal, great bar, neighborhood bar, sports bar, just cool bar. Go to the Dubliner and West Portal. Muni will drop you off right in front, for goodness sakes. And you got to take your winnings somewhere. Get your winnings over on BetUS. Use promo code YouTube150 when you sign up for 150% sign up bonus when you deposit your first deposit up to $2,000. Today's live stream, again, powered by BetUS. The Plus is always brought to you by Ike's and the Dubliner. Thanks to all of you for the likes, for the super chats, for the subs, for everything, for hanging out today. It really was an awful lot of fun. Anything else come in? We will be back at it. Great stamina, Damon. Well, thank you. It clearly wasn't Jillian. Thank you very much, Chudley. We will see you, hopefully, for Wake Up. We will see you for Wake Up right back here, 9 a.m. West Coast time. Yours truly, Larry Krueger, going over this game with a fine-tooth comb. I officially need a night to sleep on this one. But I think we know what we're seeing. We're seeing a disappointing 49er team that without Brock Purdy totally lost its offensive identity, and the coach really blew this game plan. And if I'm Jordan Mason, I'm demanding a trade. Seriously, what do you got to do to get carries? What do you got to do to get carries? Trade deadline's over, Jordan. Don't demand a trade. It won't go well. But what do you got to do to get carries? Isaac Guerrero, you had a great October. You're forgotten. Ricky Pearsall, Debo can't even play anymore, yet you remain forgotten. Brandon Ayuk's not even out there. You're forgotten. Cowing's always hurt. Special teams are always a disaster. The defense is underachieving. Bosa, without you, the defense just got no push up front. Josh Jacobs went bonkers today. You're going to want to be there for Wake Up, 9 a.m. Yours truly, Larry Krueger, streaming on both of our channels. That's where we'll start. And remember, Cobra, Matt Mayoko, 11 a.m. on Tuesday, West Coast time, live here on the Plus. You're my kind of people. You really are. That wasn't your kind of football game, but you're my kind of people. And all I can tell you is that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, he's gone.